Good evening, folks. It's time to solve crime, maybe. We'll find out. It's quite possible.
We're gonna do it.
Yeah, we'll solve at least one of them, right? Surely.
We're gonna discover more crimes on the way.
Yeah, discover new crimes.
Probably.
Try and solve some of them as we go. Maybe solve some crimes by discovering new crimes. It's the circle of crimes. That's just how it is.
Agreed.
What is crime?
It's impossible to tell if something is illegal or not.
Right. In Ankh-Morpork especially. Like, it's... Morality is
I think it's everything.
flexible. Yeah. Everything is and isn't a crime in Ankh-Morpork. Gonna commit any crimes? Well, I'll be real. Almost certainly. It seems to me that...
We already did.
Yeah. Are we gonna commit any more?
We opened a grave.
We did do some grave robbing. Just some light grave robbing. Yeah, should we try and remember what happened last time to go over the case?
Sure.
Sure. So we are Luton. We're a private investigator, and we were hired by Carlotta von Uberwald, who asked us to find a man named Mundy, who is her lover. Is that right?
My lover, Luton. Yes.
Yeah. He came in on a ship called the Milker, and then she never heard from him. So she assumes he's cheating on her, I think, and wants us to find out. So we went to the Milker, talked to the first mate, told us that some suspicious dwarf had also been asking about Mundy, but didn't have any information for us really on where he was.
Was he called Alkali?
Yes, that dwarf was called Alkali, which
is the name of a place.
Yes, the name of a place in the Discworld, which we discovered it was him because he was also in our office, rifling through our shit, and then told us to stop investigating Mundy, and then we literally threw him out. Yeah, Pygmy Wells, I'm very excited for you guys to see more of this. But for now, we're just trying to remember what cases we have. So...
can you open the notebook?
Yes, I can. That would probably make things a lot easier, wouldn't it? Luton, just going to click on your tight butt. I hope you don't mind. Okay, so Sapphire lied. We'll get to that in a sec. Can I make this a bit quicker? Okay, so we have the Mundy case, which we were just describing, and we have, I think the current lead we're following is Pier 5. We found a packing slip on the Milker.
Yes, and then we got there, and we can get in through the roof.
Yes, the only way is through the roof because there's a guard outside. As we were trying to solve the Mundy case, a troll named Malachite tasked us with finding another troll called Therma. Which was tough because he literally said find Therma and nothing else.
But we got his grappling hook.
We did get his grappling hook by talking to Sapphire, who's a singer at a bar called the Octarine Parrot.
Oh yeah, I forgot
Um,
about that.
She,
And the angry elf.
yeah, the angry half elf. Can't remember his name. I'm sure we'll run into him again. We are both wearing hats. We're detective slash femme fataling. It's the vibe. We got it.
Hell yes.
So yeah, Sapphire said that Therma had died because her house collapsed and she was buried in the Salachi Mausoleum. We took Malachite to Therma's grave, but he said that the rubble in the grave was not Therma.
Not Therma.
Precisely.
That's what he said.
Exactly like that.
Over and over.
Perrin did the voice acting for Malachite in this game, for those who didn't know. So yeah, he just said, not Therma. So now we need to figure out what the fuck's happening with that. Because Sapphire
And we don't know
told
whether
us.
or not to steal a tooth. Or the corpse's tooth. It's got like a diamond
Yes,
teeth.
they had diamond teeth. So, Luton, please just let me check your inventory. Luton, you're not making this easy. Can I just press a button? Nope, I have to click on his crotch and just hope that will let me check his stuff.
That's what Luton does.
That's what Luton does. Yeah, we stole a tooth from the grave. And now we're going to investigate. Either we can head to Pier 5, because now we can use the grappling hook to get into the warehouse, or we can go and ask Sapphire about Therma, because her information turned out to be false. So maybe she was lying, or maybe Malachite was mistaken.
Let's carry on with our tangent.
Carry on with the tangent. So go with Therma.
Not the real case. Yeah.
I mean, we've not been paid for either case, so really it's up to us.
Exactly. Oh yeah, we have to do something in order to make sure the Count pays us.
Yeah. So the Count, who is Carlotta's father-in-law?
And definitely not a vampire.
Definitely not a vampire. Most certainly not a vampire in the least. Wants us to report into him about the progress of the Mundy case as well. Behind her back. Grave robbing, breaking and entering. Exactly. Like, combination point-and-click adventurer and hard-boiled private investigator. We've just got to do some crime.
Have a crowbar that we stole.
Yeah. we stole a crowbar before we even really had a use for a crowbar particularly. We're just like, I might as well have it.
Just pick up anything that isn't nailed down.
Exactly.
And if it is nailed down, take the nails.
Exactly. This is basic Terry Pratchett storytelling.
I'm back, so I can see.
Yo, Mankin, do you know where Sapphire is? I don't know which of these it is.
Mankin,
Like
that's his name.
Good old
No,
Mankin.
it doesn't. It seems like what it is. A
I think
wretched
we've already
hive
done
of
this
scum and
conversation.
villainy. It's tough to get to the top in that field. You could have that on a sign outside. Come to the
How's the
Patent
audio
Town,
balance
the
of
most
everything, by the way?
wretched hive of scum
Because
and villainy this side of
stuff
the harbor.
may have been
You're being
adjusted
funny. Apparently
since
not.
last
You look
stream.
a little nervous.
So I want to make sure we're all
I can't
audible.
shake the
A
feeling
little
that sooner or
nervous.
later someone is
Game
going to
voice
get
a bit
their
up.
arm cut
Will
off.
do. Yeah, I don't know why it reset the audio volume I had it at previously.
The music stings in this game are so loud sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, it's just deafening. It deafens the game characters and probably us. And we're pretty loud.
We are pretty
usually.
loud. And not easily deafened. Sapphire
No one
live?
tells us
Have you seen
shut up.
Sapphire? She's not here. She went off to see someone.
How's that? How's the
Who?
sound balance
Who do
now?
I look like? A keeper?
A keeper.
A keeper.
Tell me about Count von Uberwald. You'd have no reason to know
Do you
about
know
him.
anything about Count von Uberwald? I know a lot of people. That doesn't mean I want to talk about them with you.
We have to convince this guy to talk to us somehow.
I guess.
I vaguely remember having to get some dirt on him or something. or there's something.
It's not often I see a half-elf bartender. Be honest.
Yeah, we've
It's not
definitely
often
done
you
this
see a
conversation
half-elf.
last time.
Okay, you got me. What's the deal? I don't like to talk. I thought elf like.
Blah, 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 blah. We already talked to you. Okay. Unless we need to bribe him with the tooth.
I wasn't about to flash
I mean,
the
yeah,
stolen
okay,
tooth
that
around.
makes sense.
Someone might tell Lord Salachi, and the next thing I knew, I'd have a blade in my back and a receipt from the Assassin's Guild on my bedside table.
I mean,
Coward.
I'll be honest, Luton. I think there's a decent chance they already know. You should probably just, you know, take the chance you can to
Until later, mate.
use it as best you can. Okay. There's no sapphire right now.
Can you go backstage?
Let's find out.
Or can you go on the stage? Have a little song?
You know, just take another break from
There
our
was
side
nothing I
story.
could do with the stage other than be glad I didn't have to perform on it.
Ah, come on. I bet you got a lovely
Ew.
singing voice. Okay. Doesn't look like we can find sapphire for now then. Shall we head to the pier again?
Sure. Pier 5.
Pier 5.
You can't recall if there is skin on your flesh or if anything was a blur when you met her.
Perfect impression. Yeah, so you also did the voice acting for Samael, yeah? Alright, Looty. Let's grapple on up here and see if this gets us anywhere. Oh, that
Hooray!
animation.
That was not
Absolutely
a
gorgeous.
good enough throw to get that to the roof.
It was entirely the wrong angle. I also don't... I think his arm bent in a way that it shouldn't have.
Yeah.
But that's just the charm of animation from, like, late 90s.
It's like the animations they do for Mr. Chips
The
on
skylight
Catchphrase.
was locked tight.
It is, isn't it? Holy shit. It's spot on. Sorry, I didn't hear what you said, Luton. I was too busy thinking about how you're actually Mr. Chips.
All
The
these weird
skylight
bendy
was locked
people.
tight.
Skylight's locked tight.
Smash it with a crowbar!
Smash it, smash it, smash it. Ooh. Or Jimmy it, I guess. Cowards.
Boo.
Boo.
I was hoping we were going to have to use the diamond tooth to cut a hole in the glass.
That's
Like some
here's the
sort of
thing.
burglar.
I thought that was the solution. So maybe that's a solution later in the game.
It
I'm
should
not
have been the
100% sure.
solution. Okay.
Or honestly though, we've done the entering, but where's the breaking? Like,
I barely remember any of this game after this point, by the way. So,
same.
good luck.
Breaking into the warehouse was easier than I thought. But then I was a natural pessimist. Living in Ankh-Morpork did that to a man. What little light there was in the warehouse was coming through the skylight, and shadows played on the walls as I searched for something to help the case. I didn't know what I was looking for.
I was gonna say, we
but
really
I was
don't know why
desperate
we're
enough
here.
that anything would do.
We've got very little to go on in the Mundy case.
We're snooping.
We're snooping, yeah.
I wasn't about to try carrying a huge crate around with
That's not
me.
why we clicked on it, Luton.
On
Can you not think of
Luton.
opening it? Or maybe looking at it? Maybe
Also,
like,
I'm just
the crate
saying.
was large.
I'm just saying, Luton.
Damn
Like,
it.
point and click adventurers get infinite storage space. It's
I
one of
was
the
reasonably
perks.
certain that the crates were nothing of interest.
This
The
man
warehouse was... I
has
wasn't
no
surprised.
curiosity, I
That's what the
swear.
warehouse was for, after all. None of the crates seemed to be of much interest, though.
Honestly, it's almost like he doesn't want to commit crimes for no real reason.
The
Big
warehouse...
jerk.
I know. I want to get the crowbar
Have we
off
got
my.
like a lamp or...
I don't think we do. Doesn't seem so.
Set fire to the tooth.
I mean-
Using the crowbar somehow.
Yeah, I was gonna say we that's a good idea. We just need something to start the fire. I feel like I see something down there. Oh, there we go.
Hello.
Pixel hunting,
Pixel
baby. Best part of any point and click game. Everyone loves it.
I hate
Oh.
when you don't have to do that.
The only thing I want to
it's
do
just like,
in point and click games.
like you. No, it's like, you know, when you go on a point and click game and it's like very obvious what things you can interact with like straight away. Like I miss the the pixel hunting in frustration kind of.
I get that, although I like the prime example that sticks out to me of not enjoying that is Monkey Island 2. There's a
Alright.
string you have to pick up, and it is tiny and blends in perfectly with the background. And of course, who would think they need to pick up this tiny little bit of string in this one screen?
Well, I haven't got to that bit yet, so I'm sure I'll hate it soon enough.
The torn matchbook had been found in the
Whalebone
Pier
Lane.
5 warehouse. There was something written on the back of the matchbook, but a corner of the matchbook had become ripped off somehow.
Can we use the matchbook
I
in
didn't want to speculate how the matchbook had been torn apart.
I didn't think to consider reading the text on the matchbook. It seemed irrelevant to the case. Can I light a match so that we can see anything in here, Luton?
We
No?
click it on Luton.
I've tried, but it didn't seem to do anything. It just kept reopening the inventory. Let's double click it on him.
Click it on the crate.
Just start a fire. It's all good.
No, I mean like strike the match on the crate.
You know, maybe a good shout.
I was reasonably certain that the crates were nothing
Fucking
of
hell.
interest. The warehouse...
I know. Shut up.
Is this really all that's in here? That's very funny.
I guess so. Maybe something else will be here later. But
Yeah.
for now, definitely seems to be all there is.
Okay.
Whalebone
Whalebone Lane. Do you think
Lane.
it'll Tell us where that is.
I don't think we got a new
map.
location or anything. Hang on, let me just double check.
The torn match... There was something
Yeah.
I could make out the word...
Ask him about it.
I mean, I will say that we will immediately be telling him, hey, I broke into your warehouse. But what do you think of this?
I've got a few more questions.
I think maybe Ilsa
That's
might be a
lucky.
good person to talk to about that. If we think it's related to
Is that his
the Mundy
ex?
case. Yes, she came in
Okay.
What do you make
with
of this?
Mundy on the milker.
That's nothing to do with me.
Okay, thanks for your help.
I have a
Alright.
feeling I'll see you later.
I can't wait.
Looks like a ghost story Reddit post. I didn't think much of it at the time, but looking back now, I regret everything. I'm gonna take this to Ilse and see if she says anything about it. And if not, well, fuck me, I guess.
I like Mr. Scoplet, the sailor with the case of philosophy. Got a bad case of philosophy.
So that's the danger of traveling the world. You can catch philosophy, you can.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it does. I obtained this because you aren't doing your job right. Play it again, Samel. Actually, no, we specifically don't want him to play it, do we? That was Luton's whole thing. He hates fun. He hates joy.
I think that song is
You
about
came
him
back.
and Ilsa.
I'm not staying.
What?
Spooky.
What do you make of this?
I'm sorry, Luton. I don't know
Ah,
anything about
nuts.
that.
Do you want to see this tooth?
I wasn't about to flash...
Coward. You'll never get anywhere in life if you're too scared to tell people that you did some light grave robbing from a mausoleum owned by assassins. Okay. Ilsa seems unlikely to be a particularly important lead then.
Do you know anything about Count von Uberwald?
I've not met them. Sorry.
Ilsa knows nothing.
Ilsa knows nothing. Yeah, I think we've already asked her about everything otherwise that seems relevant.
Don't go far. I might want to shout at you again.
I'm sorry, Luton.
Not sorry enough.
Not so sorry.
Sorry,
Not
sorry.
sus. This game does occasionally turn itself into a YouTube poop.
Do you think the captain will know about whalebone, whatever?
Ooh, worth a shot.
Captain Jenkins.
Captain Jenkins, because he's done nothing of any use to us so far, so...
Hello again.
Hello yourself.
Oh, yourself!
I
Not
love this
sus.
guy.
Not at all sus.
What do you make of this?
I'm afraid I can't really help you with that.
I think so. Either that or it was extremely unsubtle, like, I don't know nothing. Nope.
Unconvincing.
Yeah. Maybe the first mate will know?
I'll see you around, Captain.
Oh, Nobby.
Hmm.
The
Nobby might.
guards are supposed to know the way around the city, right?
You'd hope so. Luton? Luton, where did you go, bud? There you are. Come on, don't be shy.
Can you not speak to Samael about anything?
I don't think so. I think he just keeps saying, I don't want to interrupt him while he's working.
Ah, okay.
But maybe that has changed. I feel like if it does, though, he's going to be like, I thought I should
I
talk to
decided
Samael
not to
about
disturb
this.
Samael while he was working.
Sure enough.
He could have said that by the door instead of walking all the way over there.
No, he had to go over and contemplate just how much Samael was working. Just really focus.
Just check he was actually playing the piano.
Didn't just have his phone out
Just-
playing a
Yeah,
playing a pre-recorded thing.
one of those wind-up pianos.
Yeah, you know, let's play pianos. What up, Nobby?
Hello, Nobby.
Hello again. Hello.
Nobby, tell me about this matchbook. Why don't you?
What do you make of this? Give me a break, Luton. I don't know
Can you
everything.
tell me where it is? Ugh. Where? Can we think of
Look at
anywhere
this
that?
tooth we stole.
I wasn't about
Yeah,
to...
sure enough.
I...
Hmm.
Oh, hi!
Judas P, thank you for the follow. I think. Oh, hang on. My alerts are there, but they are hidden. I think. Hang on. And. Oh wow, yeah, it's hidden behind literally everything. There we go. Can you think of anywhere particular in the game that's good for like looking up locations? We've not found a library or anything yet.
Yeah,
Like Nobby, I feel was a
What
good shout in that regard, but apparently no, he's no help.
maybe what's her face? Carlotta's house. The
The
I don't know, there's a couple
Vanubabals?
of people there. Yeah.
Worth a try. Here's the problem: is that it's like this is kind of our only lead on the Mundy case, but there's also
Hello
nothing
again.
linking him to this
I
match.
take it Sir still does not wish
Yeah.
for me to take Sir's coat.
And sometimes
No.
you've just got to
Very
wander
good, sir.
around until you
Please
realise
feel free to
someone's
continue to
moved. Or...
damage
Yeah,
the
exactly. You just got to
priceless
mash your
hardwood
face
floor.
into everything. Just use every item on every person until you're just like, oh, of course.
What do you make of this?
Sir has many questions, but alas, I have few answers.
Yeah, it's worth a try.
I'd like to see Carlotta.
Many
I'd
people
like
wish
to
to see
unlock
Carlotta.
a-
Let us see if you are
Carlotta.
blessed by her wishing to see you.
We didn't unlock a new place to go, did we?
I don't think
New
so. I don't
location.
remember hearing the sting.
Back for more.
And we'd have both
What
commented
can
on
I
the sting.
say? I
We
can't.
both
Yeah.
imitated it immediately. We've asked about Ulrich, right? That was her husband?
Mhm.
What do you make of this?
Let's try not to get too sidetracked, Luton.
What do you make of
Okay,
this?
then.
There didn't seem much point discussing that with Carlotta.
Why not? Make a new friend. You tried going to the shops, you might find a thermal jumper. Tam, real quick question. Are you proud of that one? Just as a quick
I'm
metric.
distraught.
So, you know what? The stream's cancelled now. We're
I
done.
don't think I can go on.
Well, I what?
Will I what?
I'm sorry, Tam. Welcome in. Lovely to see you. How you doing? Okay, yeah, it might just be one of those cases of go round and see if anyone's
Sheep.
moved.
See you around, Carlotta.
Ah,
Lieutenant.
point
I
and
look
click
forward to
games. The
Do they have any
perfect
books
experience.
in this house?
I don't think so. I think he has it. He has that scroll wall.
Okay. No one loves us at the office. Okay.
No. One thing I didn't try, I don't think it's going to be anything, but we didn't look at the notice board in here again, in case there's any new notes.
Eat at Harga's House of Ribs, or
Did that
the
one.
amazing panacea that cures...
Did that one.
Come and see the greatest...
no,
Eat
that's-
at...
That's nothing! Stream has been terminated. We
What
know you
happens
know
when
where.
you click on the bar. Can you get a drink?
If I could have taken the bar with me, believe me, I would.
Fine.
The bar looked
Obviously.
almost as appealing as every other bar in town to me. But the drinks didn't exactly fill you with confidence.
What's on the notice board?
The notice board was just a stage play, an advert for a House of Ribs, and cut me and throat dibblers. Cure
There
all.
wouldn't be like a corner of a matchbook stapled to it or anything, no?
He didn't seem to suggest
I
there
couldn't have-
was.
Okay.
I couldn't imagine who would pay attention to the notices in a seedy dive like the Parrot. But I guess they were of interest to someone.
Okay. No, then we can't
That's
do anything
yes.
there.
Seems like a nah.
What if we go back to what's his name? Malachite?
Worth a go. Well, yeah, actually, if we ask him maybe about Sapphire, he
Yeah,
might have an
prepare
idea.
for the ding 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 ding
Oh
ding.
God! I somehow have forgotten. No.
Sounds like the don't sound bad option has worked out. Yes.
Hopefully,
There's no
yeah.
crackles on my end
If
either.
no one's been hearing crackles from me, then that's excellent. Well, Malachite's not here, so I guess we'll have to talk to Rodan, which is a shame. Ask him if he knows where Malachite is. What a fancy contraption. It is fancy, and it's extremely annoying. Because every time you want to talk to this man,
Hello again.
you have to wait for it to grind to a full halt for him to say
And it
his next
stops there.
few seconds of line. Nope. Nah, doesn't count. And he also
do I know
does
you?
this.
Here we go again.
Straight is forgetful. Lemon, welcome and thank you for the posture check. Warren, check your posture.
Oh, it was
Ah,
terrible.
my spine! Ah! Thank you, Lemon. We had a lot of fun with the layout. We're ready to sleuth, except we're also bad at it. Do you want a grappling iron?
I really didn't want to talk to anyone about the grappling iron.
Fine.
Tooth, tooth, tooth.
Tooth.
I wasn't about to flash the stolen tooth around.
Coward.
Does he know where the matchbook is now?
I'll give it a go,
Stop
but
saying-
that's
stop
not
talking
even the
okay.
therma case.
Yeah.
But
What do you make of this?
oh, you better have info for us. It's not hopeful.
Say nothing.
Ooh.
Oh God.
That's familiar.
What?
I think you might say this about anything. That he doesn't know
Rodan
about.
wasn't good
Yeah.
at remembering details like his name or my name or what year it was.
Yeah.
Piss.
Did they? I wonder if they went in with Rodan. If they're like, hey, can we make the most annoying character for the game? The most annoying.
And at one
Trolling
point, I
Mallet.
bet we're gonna have to talk to him as well, and we're gonna have to put it off for that long because we hate him.
There's gonna come to one point where we're just like, ah, no, Rodan would know all about this.
Malachite.
Fuck.
Malachite.
We're
It
never playing the game again.
sounds,
Sorry.
familiar.
In your own time,
I think
He does. Where the
works
fuck is
for me.
he?
Or he did work for me.
Just tell me where he is, please.
Oh my god.
Okay. Let's try asking about Sapphire.
I'm trying to find out why a troll named Sapphire would lie to me. Any thoughts?
No, that's not entirely what I was hoping for.
Did we ask Mankin about Sapphire?
We did, and I think his response was ultimately, none
yeah.
of my business.
think
I
I
don't
know
know all
Oh,
her
you won't
comings and
tell us
goings.
anything?
Exactly.
Oh, right, okay.
Rob Brydon once again shocked someone would lie to him. Surely no one would lie to Rob Brydon, and he would lie to no one.
I don't think this guy's gonna know anything else.
I think if he knows a single thing, I will be astonished, frankly.
I guess you better get...
Maybe try the wharf, because it's the only place we've not gone yet.
We could go back to the mausoleum.
We could. We'll give that a go next, if this is fruitless. I dropped something. I don't think it was important. Oh, the sailor's back. More like Rob Lydon.
Still here? Not for much longer, I hope.
Got him.
Fucking wrecked, Rob. Try again. I saw Fizzy redeemed Hydrate, and then I didn't actually hydrate. And that's a crime. Thank you, Fizzy, for redeeming Hydrate.
I'll do it.
And now I'm dead. Turns out, I
wasn't about to flash the stolen...
That's not what I wanted to ask about.
What do you make of this?
Sorry, I wouldn't know anything about that.
Let's see what Luden has to say about it
matchbook
again.
had been found in the Pier 5 warehouse. There was something written on the back of the matchbook, but a corner of the matchbook had become ripped off somehow. What do you make...
No,
Sorry.
Is there anywhere we've needed fire before now? That you can think of?
Well, safe voyage, if that's possible.
You're muted.
Oh god. I thought it'd just be I haven't said it, don't worry. I thought it'd just be to lighten, so you could see in that dark warehouse.
Yeah.
Maybe we gotta go back there.
I'm giving it another go. Never get another go, but I couldn't see any way of making that happen.
My body decided it needed some sugar, so I'm eating a cola cube.
Hell yeah! Alright, let's go up onto the skylight. Do I have to use the grappling hook again, or will it just do that automatically for me? I think we both know the answer, but I can live in hope, you know?
It might let you.
It might, now that it's open.
I wasn't the dis...
Nope, sure enough. Luton, stay there. Attaboy. Atta Luton. We get to see the animation again? Nope. We get to break the game.
Uh-oh.
It's fine.
No!
Just give it a second to think.
Okay.
There you go.
Hey!
It has to think before it loads all 9 frames of that animation. It's thinking real hard or hardly thinking, am I right? Mondays.
What if we drop the matchbook in and just set fire to the whole warehouse?
That'll help us solve the crime. Here we go. I just don't know why Luton... No, okay, that just puts us back inside.
What's... Is there something, when it flashes? When that crate? When the thingy flashes?
Yeah, I'm trying to spot anything that happens, but it happens too irregularly and quickly for me to know for sure. Let me know if you spot anything. Like,
How can we light the matches?
because I think the lightning flashing is how you're meant to spot the matchbook, but that doesn't seem to have we lighted on the tooth. Nope, that just swaps it around.
What if we...
It'll solve a crime. Who set fire to the warehouse? There you go. We just have to get hired onto that case,
Yeah.
which I'm sure would be done by a private investigator and not the Watch.
Is there anywhere else we haven't been? We didn't go to the mausoleum.
Not yet, no. Let's give that another go. Although I'm not optimistic about that one. Have we had any other, like, clues that we discovered last time that we've not followed up on that you can remember?
Can we look at the stars there?
I'll find out once we go back again.
It's okay.
Hello, Therma, not Therma.
I guess I could have taken a rubbing of the inscription if it wasn't for one thing. I didn't want to.
Thanks, Leighton.
There's an inscription. Madame Lodestone, singer and retainer of Lord Robert Salachi, taken from us when her house
Malachi didn't
collapsed,
say anything
returning
about
her
where
to
he
the
was
rubble
going, did
from
he?
whence she came.
I don't think he did. I think he just said,
Not Therma. Find Therma.
as he does, as is his way.
I examined the body closely, but all I could see of
only
interest were the
place that I
troll's
can think
diamond
of
teeth
that we haven't
glinting
been
at me.
is
The rubble was definitely the body of a troll.
the alley behind the
But according
cafe,
to Malachite, it wasn't Therma's body.
Give it a go.
and
I like the sky as much as the next man, but it wasn't exactly something I could pick up and put in my pocket.
Well, have you tried Luton? That just sounds like a bad attitude to me.
The central atrium of the mausoleum opened up so that you could see the sky. I guess on some nights it must have been quite a beautiful sight. But this wasn't one of
I
those
mean, it looks
nights.
pretty nice.
yeah.
Not sure what you're on about, Luton.
Okay.
That
doesn't
was
seem
that was
to be
clearly
anything
a conflict between the script writers and the set designers. Like, man, the shitty sky, all overcast and everything. They're like, okay, what if we make a real beautiful starscape? Yeah, do you feel
Where's
like that's
the
a
rain even
puzzle
coming
later?
from? Right. So
We've not talked to the Count again, but I'm not sure there's anything particularly of worth there. Could maybe ask Mankin about the match.
what's that one under Pseudopoulos Yard?
That's the parrot.
That's parrot. All right. Okay.
Let's check out the alleyway.
Cool.
Doesn't look like anything new is happening. Hey, buddy.
There was no use trying to talk to the golem. It couldn't speak.
Have you
I
tried?
decided not to try stealing the wine barrels.
This man. No sense of adventure.
Yeah.
I feel like we do have to go into there at some point, but I don't remember for what purpose.
Shall I look up a guide? Like the spoiler-free one.
Might be a good shout. Give it a go.
Okay.
Just in case. You know. Not that we'd use it or anything, of course.
And then I will withhold the information and make you solve the puzzle.
As it should be, yeah. Alright, last ditch effort. I'm gonna go try and show the matchbook to the Count. But
Yeah.
I
Okay.
suspect this will lead us literally nowhere.
Okay.
Hello again.
Hello.
I take it says
No.
Ever.
A bit. The Count.
What can you tell me about the Count?
I regret to inform, sir, that the Count's health has been in gradual decline and that he will probably not live to see the new year.
That's 5 months
That's
away.
grim.
Sir's grasp of mathematics dazzles me, sir.
What's the problem?
Merely that, unlike Sir, I have not been blessed with a truly dizzying intellect.
With the Count, I mean.
The Count's health has been failing for some years now, but I believe he has never been so bad as since the loss of his one companion.
His companion? Who's that?
I fear that my idle tongue has already revealed too much of the Count's private affairs.
Oh,
and
no,
I would
come
ask
on.
that Sir respect the Count's privacy,
we
lest I
not
be
talk to
forced to
him?
provide Sir with a thick ear.
Okay, we got a clue. Missing companion. Okay, let's ask
Okay, I
Carlotta about
remember.
that.
Where we need to go now.
Do we need to be here?
No. There is something we forgot on the boat, I think. On
Okay.
the Milka.
On the Milka. Well, while we're here, I might try and ask Carlotta about this companion.
I'd like to see Carlotta.
Many.
But then we'll head back to the Milka and see if we can find a thing.
Back for more, Lieutenant?
Howdy.
What can I say? I can't get enough of you.
Tell me about this companion.
Do you know anything about the Count's missing companion?
Perhaps that's something you should discuss with him.
Let's talk to him then.
Yeah, like we're trying.
See you around.
Okay.
Sure. I look.
How do I talk to the Count then?
Hello. No.
A very
I have to...
Nice house. You.
What?
Do I just go?
I'll be back. I
In my hand.
go and pop.
You might
We
just
can
go.
wander around. Nope. Oh, yeah.
Well, we've almost made progress. But ultimately, not so much. Because last time we only could talk to the Count because the Count wanted it to. Oh. Oh, you have to go right into the corner for that one, eh?
What the?
Ah,
Hey,
Mr.
buddy.
Newton. How
That's
may I
not
help you
obvious.
now?
Just a few questions.
Hey, why don't you tell us about the greatest tragedy you've suffered in the last few years?
Your interest in the Mundy case wouldn't have something to do with your missing companion, would it?
Why, Mr. Newton, I'm impressed. You actually do have some detective skills.
Wow.
What's the deal?
He was my friend. Perhaps my last friend. He was a dwarf of simple tastes.
Did
And
we know
when I
Mundy
was
was a dwarf?
younger, he drove my carriage for me.
No.
These days, given
Hang
that
on,
I
is he
am
talk-
confined
Oh, no.
to the conservatory, I
He?
have no need for a driver. But I kept raking on the
Raking.
payroll so that
Yeah.
I should have someone to talk to.
When did he go missing?
3 days ago. He took the carriage out that night and has not been seen since.
And you thought Carlotta might have employed me to look for him.
I was hoping,
I
yes.
see.
You could always employ me to find him.
Wouldn't that be a conflict of interests?
I don't see why. Anyway, there isn't a conflict of interest that I know about that couldn't be solved with a generous cash settlement.
Be assured that if you can find Reagan, I can offer you substantial recompense.
Then I'll see what I can do. The Count gave me an iconograph of Reagan to help my investigations. My mind was already racing.
Was it?
3 days ago, the Milka arrives. 3 days ago, Reagan disappears. Now, I believe in coincidences. Coincidences happen every day. But I don't trust coincidences. Something deeper was going on here, and I was going to find out what. Because I can't stand a secret, and because I have a burning need to find the truth. But mostly, because there was a wad of money in it for me if I found out.
Obviously.
Of
Oh,
course.
hey! I remember that picture.
A friend!
His nose right between his eyebrows. Cool. All right. So that's cleared up a lot of stuff for the count. Excellent.
I'll be back later.
I look forward to it.
He does kind of look like Eggman, huh? Okay. Well, let's head to the wharf then, because both for the thing you're thinking of and presumably for this guy, this will be the way. to
Still
go.
here?
Not for much longer, I
Should
hope.
be able to get into the cabin.
Yeah. I think so.
I showed Reagan's picture to the first mate, and he recognized it.
Hey.
Yes, I think that was
Hey.
the dwarf who pulled up in a carriage shortly after we docked. I think he collected some of the cargo, too.
Do you remember which way he went?
He drove away upwards at high speed. I wouldn't be surprised if he caused an accident somewhere down the line.
He drove hubwards. That's that's a huge amount of info. Okay. Let's.
Reagan's carriage.
Well, safe
did
for
you-
you, if that.
I think he's just gonna say.
That's
Still
who I found out the information
Oh.
from. It didn't seem prudent to talk about it again.
But what if he doesn't?
Can you tell me anything about the carriage the dwarf was driving?
Where'd they go?
Oh, I'm sorry, I can't remember.
Damn it.
My memory's
Fair
very
enough.
good. I need things to jog it.
Would a crowbar work?
But that's not what I meant.
What
Where
do you
the-
want? Money?
Well, safe for you, if.
We could try and. I don't think we have any money. Is the problem.
Yeah.
But also, I think he might have just
Good.
been being sincere that he needs like visual reminders.
I suppressed the urge. I was broke.
You want a tooth?
I wasn't a.
Nah.
Fair
Fine.
enough.
Well, safe for
Be that
if
way. I'm just gonna crawl into this crate again now for
Hooray!
poorly defined reasons. All right, let's get in this crate. Let's get in the crate.
Whatever I had sensed in the hold, it was gone now.
Well, that's suspicious.
There should be like a cabin you can get to.
I just want to check something.
There was nothing of value in the debris.
Dang it. Okay, let's
Ooh.
try and get to that cabin then. Down there. Oh, there we go.
There it is.
Man, we just completely
Hooray.
missed that last time somehow, eh? I feel like the location things are sometimes extremely specific in where you need to click.
Yeah.
All right, let's have a look.
I searched one of the bunks, but found nothing useful.
Yeah, I remember
nothing
there being a
wanted to
cabin,
think
but
too closely about.
I had no idea how
A
to
bunk
get
bed,
there.
like any other. I searched a bunk and found a small scrap of cardboard.
Ooh.
It could have been anything. There was a number on
Oh.
the back. Either
Hang
a
on now.
6 or a 9. It was hard to
Hooray.
say.
A
Hey.
small scrap of cardboard with a number on it. Gosh.
That might be just exactly the kind of clue that we need.
We need to combine that with the
Rebecca
tooth.
Noir.
I'm sure.
That's what I'm going for.
Bec Noir.
Rebecca Noir.
That's, you know what?
Noir Becca.
Noir Becca, there we go. Thanks. Noirin. Okay, apparently that's not. Come on, Luton.
The
Please.
torn matchbook had. There was
Luton.
some. I could make out.
Luton, come on,
The
bud.
scrap of cardboard
There
I
you
found on
go.
the Milka matched the torn
Atta
matchbook
boy.
exactly.
Only
Do you have
took
to
9
press
tries.
a different button or something to combine
You have to
things?
double click, apparently. If you just do single
Oh,
click, it
okay.
just swaps the items around.
Ah, I see.
That had nothing to do with the matchbook.
All right, will you now?
The reconstructed
Yeah?
matchbook clearly read 9
Finally, the
Whalebone
matches are
Lane.
usable.
Apparently, that's not going to unlock the location of 9 Whalebone Lane. Guess we better go and ask someone where that is then.
Hooray!
Excuse me, sir. Could you tell us where 9 Whalebone Lane is? Okay.
Not again.
Yes, again, and probably again later. I'm afraid, Luton.
Ba-da-da-da.
Right. Before, when it just said Whalebone Lane, he had no idea that it was an address. Not a clue. Could have been anything.
Bloody Luton.
Good old Whalebone Lane, a friend of mine.
So who's gonna know where this is?
Maybe Nobby? Your thought before might have
Maybe.
been a good shout. Now that Luton can put together that it's an address.
What do you make of this?
Hello again.
There's at least
Hello.
9 of them. Is this video drama in the Star Wars cinematic universe? I would be astonished.
Any thoughts on this matchbook or what's written on it? I don't know.
Well, thanks, bud.
What about the
I'm looking
photo?
for a dwarf named Reagan. He's been missing. Missing? What kind of missing? Missing for a few hours? Missing person? Missing in the shades? Help me out here, will you? Missing person, I guess.
Missing for
How
about
long
3
has he been
days.
missing? 3 days. 3 days? You've got to be kidding. That barely counts as a hangover in Ankh-Morpork. Let alone a missing person case. How long would he have to be missing then? I'd say at least 3 weeks. 3 weeks? Of course, it'd depend on who he was. If the patrician went missing for 3 hours, it'd warrant an investigation. Justice for some, eh?
Okay, so clearly the solution here is we just wait for about 3 weeks, and then we can get Nobby on the case.
Yes.
Okay.
Catch you later, Nobby. Like measles, maybe. Or athlete's foot.
Do we have anything in the notebook to ask Nobby?
Let's give it a go.
Hello.
But I don't think he knows anything about the Therma case. Maybe he knows something about the carriage, and can help us
Did
find
anyone report a speeding carriage 3 days ago?
it.
Funny you should ask that. Sergeant Colon was almost run down by a carriage
Good
3
shout
days
for
ago.
him.
He's been going on about it ever
Hooray!
since. Says we ought to have speed limits for carriages. How would you tell what speed a carriage was going? Well, a watchman's instincts are never wrong. You could always go for a more preventative approach. Like what? Well, you could ban carriages altogether. Yeah, that'd work. Hey, you could go one step further. You could ban people from Ankh-Morpork, and then there'd be no crime at all.
Excellent, let's do it.
Well, there'd still be the trolls and the dwarfs, and the gargoyles, and the gnomes, and the undead and the golems. Of course, the golems don't make much crime, and the gargoyles' only crime is Aidicide. And it's not like we're short of pigeons. But the trolls and the dwarfs, well, I mean, they make as much crime as any of the humans, maybe even more. It's no fun when it's this easy. Like shooting fish at a barrel. Eh? Never mind. About this carriage the other night. Where did Colon see it? I think he said it was headed for the Magdalen Bridge. It wasn't much of a lead, but at least it was something. Usually you could only get a lead out of Nobby with a scalpel.
Hey! Hell yeah! All right,
Hooray!
let's bounce.
Catch you later, Nobby.
Ba-ba-na.
Magdalen Bridge.
Celeste with Crab Claw's charity stream.
Yeah, that's the plan. It's
Just 62 followers away.
just 62
hey?
followers. If people want
The
to
Magdalen
watch me
Bridge
play
was one of
Celeste with
10
oven mitts on
bridges
the
that linked
entire time.
the city of Ankh to the city of Morpork. It was an unremarkable structure, most famous for the number of suicides it attracted. The trouble with trying to drown yourself in the
I think
Ankh
this is the line
is
I was
that you're
thinking of
more
ages
likely
ago.
to break a
Yeah.
leg falling onto the thick crust of the river than actually come near any water. Still, if you were heavy enough, you could eventually sink into the depths. I can think of nicer ways to go, though.
doesn't sound
and
pleasant.
much quicker ones, too.
Right. Well, this looks like we've got some clues.
Torn
The
fabric.
River Ankh. Probably the only river in the universe on which you could chalk the outline of a corpse.
Let's take that torn fabric. Let's take that torn fabric. Luton?
Take it.
Luton?
Pick it up, Luton.
Thank you, buddy.
Nice. What's that yellow thing on the railings?
I
Anything?
think that's just a lamp.
Oh.
Or possibly even just a reflection of these ones.
Yeah.
Hard to say, but I don't think it's a thing.
I'd found some fabric caught on the railings of the Magdalen Bridge. It was distinctive enough that I hoped someone would recognize it.
Well, I would guess the Count would probably recognize that. If this
So
is...
this is where the dwarf Reagan had his carriage.
Something had clearly lost control on
This
the bridge.
was roughly,
Something with
yeah.
wheels.
I think this is where
Beyond
Colon
that,
reported
It was difficult to say.
the speeding carriage being.
Yeah.
And judging by the clues we have, it seems likely that Reagan went off the railings here.
Yeah.
Can I
Do you
jump in?
reckon-
I'd already had to dive onto the
Ah,
Ankh
come
once.
on. What if you find the carriage?
I was about to do it again.
Might be important.
Besides, the river seemed slightly more liquid here than at the wharf. Well, I use the term liquid loosely. If it wasn't for the fact that it moves faster than the surrounding land, I wouldn't know what to call it.
What, should we give the thing to the Count and see if he recognizes it?
Yeah, I reckon that's where my brain is leading me.
Spotted suspicious pixel. Yeah,
Prince.
it was nothing.
Prince got her eye in. Well, no, but you need to investigate every pixel in these sorts of games.
Yeah.
As we learned in our childhoods.
Hello again.
I take...
No, stop talking about your damn floor. I just want to go and see the Count. Beer. I wasn't sure what you were doing at first. I thought you were just doing like Game of Horns.
I'm having an illegal stretch.
Ah,
Whoa.
Mr. Newton.
I'm having a
How
illegal
may I
hydrate.
help you now?
Just a few questions.
Now we're both criminals.
Beer.
Is that called a Game of Horn? It is now.
Show him the ripped thing.
Do you recognize this fabric?
Yes. It's familiar. Yes. I remember. It's from the carriage. I liked the carriage. Do you know where it is?
From Reagan's carriage?
Yes. Yes, from the canopy.
That's what I thought.
Well,
We might have
want to tell it
another.
the situation?
Maybe. There we
I
go.
found someone who saw Reagan's carriage the other night.
Just let me know when you found Reagan.
Well, okay.
He's gonna be dead, isn't he?
It seems likely, although I mean,
Reagan was Count
To be
von
fair,
Uberwald's driver
only know
and
that
confidant.
it's
He
likely
paid
the
to
carriage went
find
over.
him, or to find out
We
what
don't know if
happened
Reagan
to
maybe
him,
jumped
and
out.
had given me this picture
Ah.
of him to help.
Oh, ads, by the way.
Ads are going, so we'll.
Is there...
Oops.
Is there anything useful you could tell me about Reagan that would help me find him?
Only that he was a dwarf, a good driver, and that he liked a rat burger as much as the
rat
next
burgers.
dwarf.
Sounds kind of good.
I mean, I'd try it. Then again, it would be one of Dibbler's, which is asking for trouble.
I'd eat it.
I mean, yeah. It just might be the last
like-
thing.
Sausage in a bun.
Sausage in a bun. Let's just have a little bit of a chill while the ads are running.
I'm yawning and making all the oxygen go to my brain. That's not how that works, right?
Pretty sure. I'm sending all the oxygen to my feet. It's a real inconvenience.
I'm sitting on my feet.
Whoa. That's not what they're for. Okay. So, who else might be good to ask about torn fabric?
What did he say again?
He told us
He
that it
said
was from.
he recognized it from the carriage. Did he say anything when you prompt him again?
I don't think so. Let's give it a go though.
Do you recognize this fabric?
Yeah, it's just the same thing. But
Yeah.
let's see what he says at the end.
It's
It's familiar. I remember it's from the carriage. I like the carriage.
From Ray?
Yeah.
That's what I...
Yeah, no.
From the canopy.
He recognizes it. Could maybe try and ask Carlotta?
Or maybe Nobby about the carriage to see if it matches. I don't know, because do we know that it's the same carriage?
No. I think it just seems likely.
Yeah.
Unless we need to.
I'll be back later.
I think there is a chance we will have to go back to Maudlin Bridge, use the fabric on the skid marks for Luton to go.
Ah, perhaps the carriage drove off the side and into the river.
I don't think it shouldn't make us do that, should it?
Shouldn't, but might. I'm gonna give it a go just in case, just to rule it out.
Okay.
Because especially now that I've said it, if we don't try it out and later find out that was it, we're gonna be furious.
I could have rubbed the fabric on the skid marks, but I had a bad enough reputation as it was, without starting to act very strangely indeed.
Okay.
Railings.
There didn't seem to be much point in putting the fabric back onto the railings.
Did we look at the railings as they were?
I wasn't strong enough to bend the railings back into shape, and frankly, what would be the point?
Could we use the grappling hook?
I'll give it a go.
The railings had been damaged. There was no telling when they'd become damaged, though. It wasn't as if I came this way every day. I doubt many people did. Something had clearly lost control on the bridge. Something with wheels. Beyond that, it was difficult to say.
Yeah, it could be anything. So many things with wheels in the Discworld. Grappling iron. Let's give it a go.
I suppose I could have attached the grapple to the railings and rappelled down to the River Ankh. But that was a dangerous way of searching the river. I had a feeling there was a better way to use the grapple to search the river.
Oh, okay.
Interesting. Good shout, though, Perrin.
I love to just try stuff with other stuff and then accidentally get it right.
Oh, it's having a think. There we go.
We're getting a cutscene.
Proper cutscene, baby.
This grappling hook's coming in handy.
Right?
There was something down there. I was sure of it.
The two most
but
important
I wasn't
things
strong enough
for
to pull it up.
adventurer are crowbar and grappling hook.
Yep.
Okay, so we're not strong enough to pull it up. So that's a shame.
Okay.
Probably need to go find a malachite then.
Oh yeah. He'd be able to do it.
Malachite should be strong enough, but is he back at Rodan's? Because if not, I don't know where he is.
Loot and skip leg day.
He's not there.
He's not there. I don't want to talk to that guy.
No,
He's not gonna get any
no
help.
chance. Ooh, maybe the. I don't imagine we'll be able to get this guy to leave his post, but he might be strong enough.
Yeah, he's a big man.
He is strong.
Look at the size of his hands.
He is large and in charge.
I've got a few more questions.
That's lucky.
Would you mind accompanying me halfway across the city to pull something out of the river?
I didn't think they'd be strong enough.
Come
to help
on,
me
he
pull out
looks
whatever
pretty
it was
strong.
in the river.
Fine. I think it needs to be
I
malachite.
have a feeling I'll see you later.
I can't wait.
They've got trolls at the watch as well, but I don't think Nobby's gonna be any help.
Probably not. We could give it a go, though. I might see if he's at the parrot. Nope. I wasn't optimistic. I guess the golem might be able to, but I don't think we can get the golem to help us.
Did we ask Nobby about the fabric? We
No, not
did?
yet.
No, no.
Let's
Oh no,
do
that
that.
was the count. Okay.
Trinog, welcome in.
It's weird that Nobby's
Hello
coming in
again.
so handy.
It's weird that he's
Hello.
useful, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's ask about the fabric.
Have you seen this fabric anywhere before? No.
At least he was forthright about it.
I didn't think they'd be strong.
No, but as Perrin says, we can maybe get detritus on it.
Did anyone report a
Oh
speed?
no. Oh no. Oh no. I started a lot of dialogue.
Yeah. Excellent. Okay. So Nobby's not strong enough.
Yeah, the only candidates I really think are Malachite and maybe the Golem, but I don't think we can get the
Yeah.
Golem to do anything for us, likely.
Mhm.
Catch you later, Nobby. Like measles, or
I'm gonna go see if Luton says anything about the Golem. Hey, buddy. Nope.
best to leave it alone.
Fine.
I don't think we're going to be able to talk to the
I guess-
golem.
I don't think so, no.
I don't. Yeah.
Who else might know about where? Oh, Captain's
Ooh,
gone.
The captain's gone.
See if Ilsa's still there.
He's the captain of the Milker, right?
Yeah, so he might be back at the ship.
Hello again. Hello.
Oh no, he's there.
Uh,
What?
I'll s-
Whoop.
What? He's gone.
Hang on.
Okay.
Hello again.
I don't think that's meant to be able to
I'll
happen.
see.
No, Luton, where are you going, bud?
He's just under the table.
He's trying to fool us. Oh, I think the ship's gone.
Ooh.
Looks like. Yeah, sure enough. Mooring line.
A rope. We love rope.
We love ropes.
If I pride myself on anything, it's that I don't steal without a good reason. Well, I don't steal rope without a good reason.
You'll find a good reason.
What did I need bollards for? It wasn't like I could move them anyway. Along the length of the wharf were hundreds of posts for mooring ships to. It seemed like a lot of bollards to me.
But
Is there a way off this pier, like, rather than, you know, just the way out?
looks like there
There
may
is.
be something this away. Although that's also looking like maybe it's. Oh,
Oh.
okay. Just an alternative way to go to the pier.
I see. Okay.
Neat.
When the Milka left, someone must have left one of the mooring lines behind. That was careless. Some people will steal
Yeah, I'd
anything.
love you to, Luton, but you apparently won't.
Well, now that the Milker's left,
Yeah.
other people might have moved around as well.
Also true.
So we could try the bar or
Let's check out the barrack. Doesn't seem they have.
where's nine whalebone whatever?
I don't know. He won't investigate.
The reconstructed matchbook clearly read 9 Whalebone Lane.
Whalebone. Maybe Mankin knows.
Very good.
Do you know what this is? It's a matchbook.
It is.
Any reason it might have the address of the parrot
Oh.
written on the back?
Oh!
None that doesn't anything to do with me.
That's sneaky.
I knew he was hiding
Ooh.
something.
That's sneaky.
The
You
question
can see it on
was,
the
how
window.
could I get it out of him? I'm against unnecessary violence.
Oh my God.
Besides, these skinny types can be tougher
That's
than they look.
sneaky.
That's
The
cheeky!
bartender was a...
Sorry, I didn't pay
Can you
attention to what he was saying. He said
yeah.
he didn't like to use violence, but he might. Let me check that again.
Yeah.
Do you know what this
It's a
Any
matchbook.
reason it might have none that... I knew he was hiding something. The question was, how could I get it out of him?
Question.
I'm against unnecessary violence.
And then
Besides,
some
these skinny types can be tougher than they look. The
Does
fortunate...
it come up with any more dialogue?
I'm
Yeah,
back,
let's try.
So I...
Lies.
You don't know Monday. I've already told you that I don't. And this matchbook means nothing to you. Do you practice to become this irritating? Well, I'm confused. You see, this is Monday's handwriting on the
confused. I'm
matchbook, and this is
confused.
your address he wrote. Shall I tell you what I think? I don't think I have that much choice. I think Monday is here, but he told you not to tell anyone that he's here. You're just making it up as you go along. Well,
Yes.
I could always
No.
go
Entirely.
and fetch the watch. I heard
I
they
mean,
were looking
no.
for Monday too, and if he's not here, you wouldn't have to worry about being charged with hiding a known fugitive. They can get so impatient. Monday's not a fugitive. How would you?
Oh.
You little.
Oh, you
All
fool.
right, you win. He's
Crap, we
upstairs.
broke him!
Don't tell him I told
Broke
you.
him! We
I
shattered
wouldn't
his
dream
mind
of
and
ruining
stole
your
his
reputation
thoughts.
in high society.
Finally, that's all I wanted. Cool.
Until
So
later.
I think we
Maggie.
can now go to the back. Yeah. Excellent.
Sneaky, sneaky.
Ooh. Oh,
Your sink is blocked fizzy. Oh no.
oh no, Fizzy.
I'd
Hello.
gone to a lot of trouble to find Monday, and now the goal was in reach. It seemed like an anticlimax.
Hi, Mandy.
I couldn't quite see what Monday was doing when I entered his room, and seconds later I couldn't see anything at all. The last thing I saw as I passed out of consciousness was the floor rushing up to meet me.
Uh-oh. Oh, hey, Nobby. And... Hold on.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
Murder most
Uh-oh.
foul.
By the time I came around,
A
the watch had
doom.
arrived. I must have been unconscious for hours, maybe days. I thought no one could feel as bad as I did. Until I saw Monday. His feet were bound and his eyes had been gouged out. Either he died of massive blood loss, or he'd spilt an awful lot of red wine. It wasn't
Lost
going to
his
be a
eyes
good
somehow.
day, I decided.
Going somewhere, Luton? You don't leave
Going
until
somewhere?
we've finished with you.
You know where my office is. If you want an interview, you can find me there.
I consider you to be the prime suspect.
Is
in
that
this
Vimes?
That's
investigation.
Vimes.
You've got to be kidding.
It is.
I've never been more serious.
Never.
What, you never
What do you
pictured
want
Sam
with me?
Vimes as sounding
I was
like this?
unconscious throughout the whole incident.
We only have your word for that. You could have killed Monday and then knocked yourself unconscious.
With what? Their
Is
wedding.
that just Rob
You're
Brydon
pretty
pitch
serious
shifted
then.
up?
What?
Yes, Nobby. Now shut up.
Will you explain what you think I did?
You came in, mutilated Monday, and then knocked yourself unconscious.
Is that all? There's your promotion, too. You were really serious then.
Nobby, you've made your point, thank you. Shut up.
How did I knock myself unconscious?
I don't know yet. But you're not a complete fool, Luton. You'd have found a way.
Do you have any evidence against me, or is this just part of your ongoing campaign of victimization? It's just, you're always kind of serious.
You were present at the time of the murder. Your rope was used in the murder.
My rope? The murderer steals from me, and suddenly I'm guilty of murder? It's not a bad thing. I mean, you're the commander of the watch, and that's a serious job.
Stay on
Then
task,
there's the
Nobby.
victim's message.
Azil? How does that incriminate me?
It ends in L-E. He could have been trying to write Luton. He could have died before he could finish.
He could have been trying to write lemon. And what is Azzy supposed to mean? I was only trying to help.
For all we know, Azzy might mean it was in Monday's own language.
This
For
is
all
a
we
bad
know,
vibes.
Azil might mean
I'm
help.
thinking it's
Someone
upside
has
down.
gouged my eyes out. You're just guessing. There must be other suspects.
The landlord says no one went upstairs after you.
It could be the landlord for all you know.
Mankin? He's not the type. Anyway, he reported the incident to us.
Listen, you've got nothing on me, and unless you're going to arrest me, I'm going to leave.
I'm keeping an eye on you, Luton. Consider yourself a suspect for all the counterweight killings. If you're in any way involved,
Rude.
I'll find out.
We only did
Don't
some of
leave
them.
town, Luton.
He's really got it in for me, hasn't he?
He's not
This
a bad
doesn't
person,
seem like
Luton.
vibes.
No,
It's
this
just
is
a bit-
very not vibes.
Psychotic? Obsessed? Judgmental?
I was going to say overworked, but I've changed my mind.
What's this about counterweight killings?
Well, and this is in the strictest confidence.
Of course.
I won't tell anyone who doesn't talk to me.
The murders have all been a bit, well, odd, redualistic.
What? They are involved with the revival of philosophical principles concerning the division of reality into two independent forces, mind and matter?
No. Redualistic. Like what cults do. Reduals.
Ritualistic. I see. Like someone was trying to make a point.
Yeah. One of the Patrician's clerks was killed the other day. Very suspicious.
Why the counterweight killings?
I'd better not discuss that. Gotta go. See you later, Luton.
A lot later will do.
Bye, Nubby. All right. Well, the good news is, now we have a good reason to steal that rope.
Hooray!
Woo!
Because we haven't got a rope of our own.
Exactly. Because it was used in murder that we
Why have
definitely
they just
didn't.
left us at the crime scene?
You know.
They
How it
don't.
is. Utterly ropeless.
Mundy's corpse wasn't very attractive. I wasn't looking forward to telling
supposed to be.
Carlotta how Mundy died.
Grim.
Mundy's killer had tied his legs together with my rope. It was bad enough that he stole my rope without implicating me in a gruesome murder at the same time. Nothing.
Can you look
There
at the
should have
writing on
been
the
something
wall?
in the boots, only there wasn't. I was pretty sure that the watch didn't search them, and that didn't leave many options. If I had an iconograph, I could have taken a picture of the message. But I didn't have one. And even if I did, there didn't seem much point. I didn't want to become too reliant on technology.
Could write it down, maybe.
Some-
I mean,
don't
you
know.
know.
Either the killer or Mundy had written Azil on the wall in blood. Mundy's blood, presumably. I had no idea what it meant.
So we can't look in the boots?
I think you said there was nothing in them. Potentially.
Mm.
But I think if we use Azil on Mundy's boots.
What had Mundy meant by Azil? Now he was dead, there was no way of knowing. But it was his last
Well, maybe
message
not.
to the Discworld, so it was probably something important. I just had to figure out what it meant.
See, I think you're right that it's upside down. And I think we have to help Luton come to the conclusion that because he was hung upside down by his boots. Oh, maybe. not.
Frayed rope.
I didn't want to read too much into the frayed rope. Looking closely at the frayed rope hanging from the rafters, I knew that Mundy had been tied up by the legs and then hung from the ceiling. I didn't know why. Frankly, I wondered if I really wanted to know why. Something very strange was going on.
Right, maybe that's what we need to do.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Time to piece together these very simple clues. Maybe. Or maybe not. Maybe Luton just won't.
I had a hunch there was a connection, but I needed to go one step at a time.
Okay. Frayed rope
Yeah.
on the boots, maybe.
The frayed rope in the rafters was the same as the rope around Mundy's legs. The rope that used to be tied to the grapple. That had to mean that Mundy was hung upside down and then
Yeah.
killed. And that meant someone cut him down after he was killed. Curiouser and curiouser.
bit by bit.
Mundy's
We're
Yeah.
helping Luton reach a fairly
Jesus Christ,
obvious
Luton.
conclusion. Mundy hung upside down with... Can I use it on the message in blood? Maybe.
Yeah.
They say that the universe is full of
There we
particles
go.
There we
called
go.
inspirations. One of them hit me at that moment because I suddenly
Yeah, it should have
realized
been,
something
Bud.
that should have been obvious. If Mundy
Where
was
whenever
hung
you look at
upside down,
a code
if
or whatever,
Mundy
and the
wrote
A
the
just looks
message,
like an upside down
Yeah.
V. It's
It's probably
obviously upside
upside
down.
upside down. Turning it around in my head, I could see that it read 3712V.
Wow.
It wasn't a meaningless word after all. It was a meaningless combination of letters and numbers instead. Somehow
Hooray.
that
Hooray.
seemed much, much worse.
But it is at least correct, presumably.
We're so good at this fucking game,
Fuck
bro.
yeah.
Except for that one time where I had to look up what we'd missed.
They don't worry about it.
It's never...
Don't
that didn't
worry
happen.
about it. I'm gonna save the game real quick.
Okey
371. What was it?
Not
2.
Therma.
Not Therma. Game saved. Amazing. We've been going for about an hour and a half. Shall we take a bit of a break?
Yeah.
Let's take
Yes.
a little
I'm
break.
up for that. I need a little wee wee.
As do I.
So like 10, 15?
Yeah, sounds good.
Excellent.
Everyone else, go take a break as well, please. I beg of you. Go have a stretch, get a snack, get some drink. Have a good time. We'll be back in
If you
10,
don't,
15.
then I am not your friend anymore.
Whoa,
Whoa.
that is.
Indeed.
Hang on, you're not their friend, or you're not my friend.
Anyone's friend.
Oh shit.
Giving up friends. Okay.
You'll never be able to trust anyone again. I guess you guys had better make sure to look after yourselves during this break then, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll be back in about 10, 15. See you soon.
Excellent. Bye.
All right. Did you all take a break, or does Purin have to now hate
Do
everyone?
I have no friends?
Yeah, is Purin now forced to become a hermit?
Little slimy no mates.
Aww. Fizzy's not Purin's friend anymore.
What the hell, Fizzy? You were warned. You were all warned.
You could not have been much more clear about it, I feel. But unfortunately, the terms were you can no longer be friends with anyone, so this is going to be a very awkward co-op stream from now on.
Well, as long as you took a break.
I took a break. Right, let's try and be not accused of murder now. So...
I feel like it's weird that they're just letting us walk around.
I guess because they don't have any solid proof.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that's because we didn't do it. Unless we did. Whoa. As if people streaming together are actually friends. Yeah, no, this is purely a business transaction. Like, after the call, we'll negotiate the terms and all that. You know how it is. Hate each other's company, otherwise. I had a break before you did, so I was like, okay. I guess that's permissible. Well, we need to go tell Carlotta about Monday.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Anything you want to do before that, or should we just beeline for that?
Probably just go do that. Get our money.
Let's just... Yeah, exactly. Let's get paid. I don't think we have any new locations to go to. To the von Oberwald Mansion.
Hooray! Yippee!
I see Sir has returned.
Sir has.
Who would Sir like to see you?
Oh, we just get the options to go and see them now. That's so much more convenient.
Is Carlotta home?
Nice.
Alas, no. What a shame that Sir's trip has been wasted.
on.
Perhaps Sir would like to leave now.
Tell her I called
Perhaps
by.
you would like
Why,
to
my
know.
loins stir at the very thought of serving you in this way, Sir.
That's weird.
Yeah, please never say those words again.
Is the Count receiving guests?
No, but he will see you.
Okay. That's a very weird way to say sure.
Yeah.
Ah,
Hey, bud.
Luton.
He seems to be gradually
I
dying
was
as we go.
hoping you would drop by.
You don't sound so good, Count.
I am not the man I used to be, that is certain. Past my prime, you might say. Yes, past my prime.
I could come back later if you want.
No, there is no guarantee that I will be getting any better. If anything, I might be worse.
Your health?
We are both men of the world, Mr. Luton. I will not mince words with you. I am dying. I might last another year or so, or I might not last the week. And to
Whatever
think
would be
I
most
thought
dramatic.
More pork would be good for my health.
Not too many people would believe you, certainly.
Let us dispense with the pleasantries and get straight to business. Yes? Yes, straight to business.
I will be honest. Part of me didn't pay attention to that conversation because I was too busy reading Tab's message in chat. The troll we're looking for was actually a noted streamer on twitch.disc985. And I just had to reel
No, I
from
can't
that for a
remember
moment.
anything.
Now I can't remember what we're doing here.
Telling the Count about dead guy, maybe.
About Monday, probably, yes.
Maybe ask him where Carlotta is, since the only time we actually need her, she's gone.
Does
I
3712
wasn't meaning to
mean
ask about that. I
anything
wanted
you?
to
I'm
go
sorry,
to a different
but I don't get out
page,
of the
Leighton, but
conservatory
sure.
much.
Monday case. Well, I guess the only thing we can ask about for that is Monday hung upside down.
Can you think of any reason that Monday might have been hung upside down?
This is the way we're going to
before
tell him
he
that he's
was
dead, I
killed?
guess.
Yeah.
Mr. Luton, I couldn't be less interested
Doesn't give a
in
shit.
the petty
Okay,
crimes
so this
of
guy
wretched
only wants to know
city.
about, what's his name? Reagan?
Reagan, yeah. Can we talk to him about the carriage?
Let's give it a
Have we
go.
confirmed that it's Reagan's carriage yet?
I don't think so, but I don't think we've... Reagan's carriage.
I found someone who saw Reagan's carriage
We
the
already
other
said
night.
this one, didn't we?
Just let me know.
Something in the river, though.
I didn't think they'd be strong enough.
I mean, I think
Pull out
that's
whatever it-
reasonable, all things considered.
Yeah.
The wheelchair-bound older man, probably not strong enough to pull an enormous mass out of the river.
You could just wedge him into the railings or something.
Carlotta.
I asked the Count if he knew where Carlotta was when Mundy was murdered, but he wasn't sure. He told me that she wasn't in the mansion. but that
Another
her
one of those
comings and
situations where they
goings
didn't
were a
record the
mystery
voice
to him.
lines.
Ah.
I assume.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's no help.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose you know where Malachite
Do
is.
you know a big, dumb troll who goes by the name of Malachite?
Malachite. There's a name I have
Ooh.
not heard
Those-
in many years. Yes, I know of him.
How?
As it happens, he broke into this mansion several years ago and stole
Ooh.
several valuable heirlooms
Go ahead, Malachite.
that
Hell
were
yeah.
never recovered. Incredibly, the City Watch was able to catch him before the Thieves Guild did, and he was imprisoned.
For some reason, I decided not to tell the Count that Malachite had escaped. I had a feeling the troll could still be useful to
Yeah.
me. Maybe as a rockery one day.
Maybe to
No,
pull
to
a
pull the
carriage out of
thing
the
out.
river. Luton.
It's so frustrating when you're a million miles ahead of the puzzle and it won't let you do it yet.
This is the Ace Attorney problem for sure. It's just like, oh, for fuck's sake. Okay, yes, I know precisely where they've hidden the weapon. Just let me say where it is. Okay. Well, let's bounce then. I think
I'll
this
be back
man can
later.
tell us
I
nothing useful.
look forward to it.
Thanks for nothing,
Thanks for
Andre, or
old
whatever.
Let's go to the wharf and get that rope. Because that's the only thing we know for sure we can go and do. Right? Luton?
I love rope.
If I pride myself on... Well, I...
Luton. You gonna make me do this? You gonna make me do this, Luton?
Some people will steal anything. And that includes me, it seems.
There you go!
Hooray!
Thanks, bud! You big old clown man.
Wait a minute. Didn't we already put the grappling hook in the river, or did we take it back?
I think we took it back when we couldn't lift it out ourselves.
Okay.
Also, it's quite subtle, but there is just a square around this guy, and I don't quite know why.
Oh
A
yeah.
little bit of tearing, which is very weird. Okay. So I guess we're looking for Malachite then?
Yeah. Or do you think
Or
anything would
Carlotta.
have changed in that warehouse?
Let's give it a go, especially seeing as
Probably not, like, but we've got our thing back.
that's kind of what I'm thinking. It's like they made an entire plot point of having to go and get a rope for our grappling hook. Kind of makes me feel potentially a bit metagamey, but
It might just be to get the thing out the river, though.
it may well be, yeah. But while we're here, we might as well. Huh. Every time.
When I broke in before, there was a stack of crates
Oh.
for me to climb down. Now there was nothing. I needed another way in.
Oh. I mean, not just.
When I broke in before...
Apparently not. Okay. Maybe we
I
need-
guess we've got to get in the other way then.
Yeah, find a way past the guard now.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Do we want to try and do that now? Because I can't think of anything we can really.
Ooh, maybe we could. Maybe that code's a password.
Ooh. Could be.
I'm back.
Let's have a party.
I thought that said Let's shave a party.
Let's shave a party. What, you've never had shaving parties?
Nope.
Does 3712V mean anything to you?
That's nothing
Nah.
to do with me.
I asked the watchman if he knew Mundy, but the name meant nothing to him. When I gave him Mundy's description, he
Ooh.
became more animated.
That's the one. He tried to break into the warehouse the other night.
You're sure?
Or maybe I just like stringing you along for fun.
What happened?
I scared him off. I'd like to know where he is now, though. It doesn't
He's
look
dead.
good to have people
Yeah,
get
he's
away
very
with
dead.
breaking into a place like this. Bad for our reputation.
Oh, I'm sure. Because everyone respects you, and this would just put a total stop to all those dinner party invitations.
Boy, watch it.
Well, I have some good news and some bad news for you. I think I've found your intruder.
Really?
That's the good news. The bad news is, he's dead. Somebody murdered him.
Good. That's what you get when you break into my warehouse.
You realize
yourself,
that
make
makes
sure
you
he
a
never finds
suspect
out
in
we
the
broke in.
investigation.
What? Why?
You just made a death threat against the man.
He's already
I
dead.
think that gives you motive, and I'll bet that no one can confirm your alibi when he was murdered.
You wouldn't falsely accuse a man like that, would you?
Hey, do I look like that kind of guy? Of course not.
What did you do that for? You really scared me.
That was
You
the
really
idea.
scared me.
Now that the crisis has been averted, would you let me into the warehouse?
No.
Okay, scrub the gratitude ploy.
I mean, that was a lot of text for nothing to happen ultimately.
Yeah.
Does it mean anything to you now?
That's...
No.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I was kind of hoping
What
Luton would
happens
then
when
say...
you just talk to him?
Let's find out.
Ordinarily, I'd have attempted to engage anyone
Oh.
in casual conversation. After all, you never know what you might learn. But the watchman... Well, let's just say he was a pain in the largest muscle in my body. Have I got that right? Which is the largest muscle, anyway? Better check that later.
ADHD.
The balls.
The balls. The balls are the largest muscle in the body, you reckon?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's science. Basic science. Day one.
Day one?
Day one science.
Day one of learning science. They tell you the balls are the biggest muscle in the body, do they?
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yes.
Yeah. Sure.
Carry on.
It's been a while since I did basic science.
Mhm.
Since I had day one of science. Right. Well, it doesn't seem that we're gonna be able to extort him into letting us into the warehouse right now.
I'm going to come back later and try again.
Okay. What about, did we show him the photo
If it
of the
wasn't for the
dwarf?
watchman, I
Ooh,
could
good
probably
shout.
get in
Oh, wait,
through the
no.
doors.
He probably
as
won't
it
know
was.
because it's
He'd have been...
sort of just to do with the crash, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's worth a
Try
shout.
it.
Because he probably would have rushed past. Because he was at the milker first.
Do you recognize the dwarf in this iconograph?
It's faintly familiar, but no, I can't place it.
Hmm.
What about the fabric?
I was just thinking
You
the
can't
same
place
thing.
the photo.
Have you seen this fabric anywhere before?
Can't help you with that.
Boo! I think we already tried the grappling iron on him, but just in case.
We can climb up him.
I really
The
didn't
big
want to
hulking
talk to
bastard
anyone
of a
about
man.
the watchman.
That was definitely my plan, yeah. 100%. Okay, let's check Rodan's workshop in case Malachite's back.
Sweet, sweet Malachite.
Oh, dear boy.
Who Luton keeps insulting because he's a jerk.
Is he just... He's mean to everyone. Hey!
Hey!
Bonus, Rodan isn't here! This is
Maybe
the best
we'll have
day
to
of my
solve
life.
his murder.
It was me. I did it.
It's our
Malachite.
collective thoughts.
You killed him with psychic energy.
Well, I'm back.
Find Therma, bud.
Does three...
No, I didn't want to ask that. Find Therma. Yeah, bud, I know.
Find Therma.
Find Therma.
Hey, Malachite, do you know what Malachite is? I guess we'll ask about Sapphire while we're
I'm
here.
trying to find out why a troll named Sapphire
Well, the fact we've
would lie
started the
to
sentence
me.
like that doesn't
Any
give me hope.
thoughts?
Yeah.
Don't know nothing about that.
Thanks, buddy. All right. Someone in the river.
Listen carefully, Malachite. I've been patient with you, and you owe me a favor. I need you to use the grapple to pull something out of the river Ankh. I don't know for sure
Does
what it
Malachite
is,
owe
but
you a
it's
favor?
big. Too big for me to lift.
We
But you could do
found
it.
not
And I figure
Therma.
you owe me one.
Yeah. And also,
Found
surely
Therma?
Look,
the favor was
Therma
used
is
opening
dead.
the grave.
Remember? We found her in the mausoleum.
Not Therma.
Therma. Therma alive. Find Therma.
Look, she is dead. Get used to it.
Not dead. Find Therma.
All right, you big dumb troll. I'll carry on looking for Therma if you help me get this thing out of the river. Do we have a deal?
I pull thing. You find Therma.
Yes?
Yes.
You scratch my back and I'll scratch yours. Or something. Whatever you want scratched, within reason.
Don't want scratching. Find Therma.
Okay. You pull thing, I find Therma. Got it?
Need grapple.
That may be the
grapple.
first intelligent thing you've said to
Don't
me.
worry, bud. Okay. Here's your grapple.
Ready
Yeah.
now?
You lead.
With pleasure.
Yay!
I can't wait to yank crap out of the river.
It's my favorite pastime. Yep. Be nice to trolls.
I hadn't been able
Malachite's
to
trying
move
his best.
whatever it was in the river. Malachite pulled it up onto the bridge like it was made of paper.
Yep.
I wasn't surprised to learn it was Reagan's carriage, but it still wasn't clear how it ended up going off the bridge.
Not gonna ask us to investigate this carriage. Just gonna do it for us.
Yeah.
Amidst the wreckage, I found a small ornamental box. But before I could examine it in detail, Malachite took an interest. I didn't want to give it to him, but he looked like he'd rupture a fault line if I didn't. He kept insisting that the box proved that Therma was alive, or at least that's my best interpretation of what he was trying to say. With his usual annoying habit, Malachite
No!
just
Our
walked
clues!
off, taking the box with him. That left me to get back to my usual habit of not really knowing what was going on.
And I suppose
Hooray!
also Golem.
We
Yes,
did
indeed.
it again.
Also, welcome in, Mountain Ash Tree. Hope you're having a nice day. Reagan's body.
There was no doubt that it was Reagan, and there was no doubt that he was dead. The poor sap must have suffocated in the Ankh.
Suffocated.
The carcass of Reagan's carriage lay on the bridge like a beached whale.
Anything else in
I
there?
searched it, but I'd already found everything of interest. The remains of a crate was all that was left.
And
You
we
hate
know how.
crates.
I was gonna say we know how you feel about those.
I searced Reagan's body, but all I found
we
was a
see a
pair of
crate in there
tiny
now?
bite marks on his ankle. Either he'd been bitten by a snake or a very small vampire.
So we're looking for a tiny vampire. Doesn't seem so. No, I think I was just saying there's
Try
nothing.
clicking the
about
carriage again.
I searched it, but I'd already... The remains of a crate...
it. Doesn't seem
Cool.
so. All right, let's head back to the count then, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I see.
The has returned. Take me to the count.
Is the Count receiving gifts? I've got a few more questions for you, Count.
Yes, questions.
I
Go
don't know about you,
on.
but I suspect Luton. Luton's not a tiny vampire. He might be a snake, but I have yet to see conclusive proof of that.
He could be being controlled by a tiny vampire.
Whoa, hang on, Ratatouille style?
Yeah.
Tiny vampire under that hat?
No, it's in his chin. It's a fake chin.
You know what? There is more space in there. It is true.
I'm afraid I have some bad news for you.
It's Regin, isn't it?
Yes.
He's dead.
I'm afraid so. I found his carriage near the Mordland Bridge. It must have lost control and skidded into the river. Reagan must have drowned or suffocated. It's hard to say with a river like the Ankh.
Very well. Of course. I will pay you for your
Money?
time. If you should
Finally.
hear anything else in connection with this case, please let me know. Otherwise, consider the case closed.
There is one thing. I think Reagan may have been involved with a troll singer named Therma. I'm not really sure about the details. I'm sort of investigating the Therma case at the moment. But since I'm not getting paid for it, I may have to give it up.
Indeed. How would you feel if I were to pay you for the Therma case and you continue to investigate it?
Hell yeah.
I'd feel a little bit richer and a lot happier.
Having the
Very
smallest swamp
well.
dragons.
It's agreed.
I feel like they'd probably be bigger than a snake.
Yeah, they're
Still.
like big cat size, I'd say. The
Yeah.
smallest
Medium dog, maybe.
one.
Okay.
Like a westie.
I didn't actually pay any attention to what the count just said. He's gonna pay us
he
for the
said he'll
Therma
keep-
case now.
Yeah. So maybe we can carry on talking about Reagan's murder.
Worth a go.
I decided not to bring
Oh,
up.
okay.
I couldn't
Fair enough.
escape the feeling that something in the old man faded when I told
Aw.
him his only friend was dead.
Count von
What about
Uberwald.
Monday? Well, I just want to talk about.
Can you think of any
Anything else,
reason
does
that
he?
Monday might have been...
Oh wait.
Yeah, no, we asked that one already. Well, if he's interested in the Therma
I'm
case
trying
now,
to find
maybe...
out why a troll named Sapphire would lie to me.
Knack
Any
McFeeble
thoughts?
Please
vampire!
do not waste my
Ooh.
time.
That would be good.
I don't know what that is.
The We Free Men?
Oh no, I never read that one.
Ah, they're good. You should read those ones. The Tiffany Aching books are excellent. Oop. Well, I didn't actually mean to leave, but I don't think we really had anything else to say either way.
Yeah, is Carlotta there?
Let's find out.
I see.
Sir,
I see Carlotta.
is Carlotta home?
Alas,
Dang
no.
it.
What a shame that perhaps Sarah would
Tell her
why my
Please don't talk about
Okay.
your loins.
I think...
Sarah, but
Shut up. I can't be asked to listen to your passive aggressive bullshit. I'm just going to drop in at the office in case this is one of those things of, you gotta go to the office now and then.
Yeah.
Also, there's ads. So we can hang out in here for a little bit.
Cool.
Okay. Doesn't look like anything's been placed here. Nor indeed are there any dwarves looking to threaten us extremely vaguely. Alright. So. Do you ever examine his door, by the way? Luton's? Or. Let's examine the door. Why not?
I think we did, didn't
A
we?
lot of strange things had happened to me since becoming a private investigator.
Oh, no.
But
I
the
think so.
weirdest was
We
the
looked at the desk a lot.
irrepressible sensation that the most important thing for me to own as a PI was a door with my name painted on the glass. Some mysteries are best left unsolved, I guess.
Right. So. I think possible leads that we could look for still are... We're still just looking for Sapphire and Carlotta, really, I think, at this point.
Yeah.
I think they're our big
Maybe we could go back to the
parrot.
pub.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's give the parrot a go, I reckon. Maybe Mankin will be a bit more talkative now as well.
Yeah, since we already got him
How
for
does it
lying,
feel
and
to
he
be a
just grassed us
suspect,
in.
Mankin?
Yeah.
What?
You're an obvious choice of suspect because you called the watch. You were the first on the scene. Round here, that means it's practically a closed case. I don't see why.
Ace.
You were there when I got there. I was unconscious.
Well, I heard a commotion. That's what made me check it out in the first place. Maybe Mundy managed to knock you out before he died.
While he was tied and blind, perhaps he said a particularly offensive word and I fainted.
I mean,
Well,
good
I
thing.
happen to know that the Watch consider you a suspect.
Well, don't forget that I know something that they don't. That you're a liar and you can't be trusted.
Just because you can't trust me doesn't mean no one can trust me.
All right, Mankin.
So how do you think having a murder in one of your rooms is going to affect business?
You
Pull
know the
in
saying,
the
Mankin,
goth crowd,
snitches
do you
get
think?
Shut up,
implicated.
Luton. I don't feel like engaging in small talk. Not with you, anyway.
Can't imagine why. We've got such a sparkling personality and we've
Oh,
got such
maybe-
chemistry.
Maybe the password will mean something to him.
Ooh. Let's give it a go.
Or the little dwarf.
Ask about Sapphire again, just in case.
I need to speak with Sapphire.
Try and imagine how much I care.
Look, is she here or not?
She's in her dressing room.
Ooh.
Hooray!
Okay. Let's try this.
Does 3712V mean anything to you?
Leave me alone, Luton.
He's just being
Fuck
very,
you.
very forthcoming about it, eh?
What about him being hung upside down?
I've been thinking hard about Mundy's death, and there's something that doesn't add up.
Oh, enthrall me with your erudite wisdom, great one.
When Mundy was killed, he was hanging from the ceiling, but when the watch turned up, he was on the ground.
Ooh.
Maybe the killer cut him down when he was dead.
I don't think so. I think that message was written by Mundy, and I don't think the killer saw him write it, which means someone must have cut him down. Somebody who was in that room cut Mundy down. I don't think it was the killer, and I know it wasn't me.
What are you getting at?
You cut him down, didn't you?
Why should I tell you?
I've already told you, I don't think the killer would have cut him down. Which means if you cut him down, you're in the clear.
All right, yeah, so I cut him down. Happy now?
Why?
Not everything has a reason, Luton.
But people can usually find reasons for
It
what
is a
they
weird
do.
thing to have
Well,
done.
draw your own conclusions.
I was missing something, but I couldn't see what.
Oh,
We
You
looked at
cut
the
down
boots.
Mundy so
And they
you
were
could
empty.
search him, didn't you? What are you suggesting? Nothing worse than the truth. You're a liar and a thief. All right, Luton. What is it you want? What have I got to do to get you to leave? Just give me what you found in Mundy's boot, and I'll leave you alone. Here. You want it? Have it.
It's worthless anyway.
What is it? How the hell should I know?
Now, I kept my end of the bargain. You keep yours. Leave me alone.
We'll
Oh,
see,
Mankin.
Mankin. I figure I owe you at least one lie. Get out, Luton. In my own time,
Gotta talk
Mankin
to
had given
Sapphire.
me a small coin.
Yeah.
But it wasn't any type of coin I recognized. I guess I should be grateful to the half-elf for keeping the clue away from the watch. But frankly, I just didn't like the little weasel.
ooh, a mysterious coin. Okay,
Ooh.
I'm gonna leave Mankin to it.
That's all for now.
Always a pleasure.
There we go. Oh, we're getting places. Oh, we're
Hell
learning.
yeah.
Oh, we're solving crimes. Kinda. To be fair, we did solve the case of where Mundy is. We just didn't manage to make him
It's
be
really
not dead.
impolite to walk into
Yeah.
a room without knocking. But who knows what you miss out on when you take the time to knock. Sapphire had a pile of money in her room, and I was glad I hadn't given her an opportunity to hide it.
Hey, Sapphire.
Luton, you startled me. Didn't Mother tell you not to walk into rooms unannounced?
Mother told me to walk into rooms with a crossbow. She was a sensible woman.
What you want?
That's quite a lot of money you've got.
What? Oh, yeah. Money, yeah.
Where'd you get it, Sapphire?
Oh, that. Well, see, I won it.
Won it?
Yes, at casino.
Which one?
Saturnalia. Sapphire go there often.
Really? Is it a good casino?
Oh, yeah. Good as casino get. You should go, Luton.
Maybe
Go
I
now.
will.
Never darken my doorway again. Oh man, getting all the stings today.
Hell yes.
So, how have things been?
Things way they always been. Slow, dull.
But you've kept yourself amused, haven't you?
Don't know what you mean.
By lying to us.
Lying to us.
You lied to me, Sapphire. Strung me along with that Madame Lodestone story.
What? No. Sapphire told truth.
The trawl in Madame Lodestone's grave wasn't Therma.
How you tell?
Malachite told me.
You trust him?
He's too stupid to lie, and you're too smart not to.
Sapphire not smart. Big dumb troll.
Hey,
like
Sapphire.
all the other
No
trolls.
self-defy.
Don't play games, Sapphire. I know you're smarter than the average troll, although I could say the same about
so
some
racist.
mushrooms.
He really
Look,
is, right?
Sapphire don't know why someone would switch bodies.
She's got them
Sapphire
boulders.
just trying to help.
She was lying to me. I could feel it. She was obviously hiding something, but it was apparent I needed to know more if I was going to worm it out of her.
Sweet, beautiful Sapphire.
She gets her own whole page in this notebook, so I suspect we're going to be
Yeah.
here for a while.
So, you won this money at the races.
No, not at races. At casino.
Oh, yeah, that's
Gonna
right.
take
Trying
more
to
than
do
that to
Columbo.
slip her out.
Casino.
Yeah. Just one more thing. I don't know that she'll know anything about anything else, though, really. Maybe
Let's
show her
say
the
more
truth.
murders.
So many murders.
Top.
Yeah, more murders.
Yeah, more murders, okay.
We've got murders. Contacts and suspects. Murders. More contacts and suspects. More murders.
Can we talk about...
Thanks for telling me where to
Malachite.
find Malachite.
Can't a girl help out friends?
Am I your friend?
We see, honey. We see. Everyone needs friends.
Tell me about this tooth, Mimi.
I wasn't
No,
about to...
okay, fine. Fine. Be that way.
I had a feeling that Mundy's coin was important, and I wasn't about to show it to just anyone.
Very well. Can you think of anything else particularly to talk to her about? I feel like
Not
we
off the top of my head,
covered
no.
the Therma stuff particularly. Maybe about Mundy?
Upside
How does
down,
it
yeah.
feel to be working underneath where Mundy was horrifically murdered?
People die, honey. It happens.
Do you know anything about Mundy's death?
Sapphire know that you prime suspect.
Word travels fast, doesn't it?
Small town, Luton.
It's not so small. Anyway, gossip spreads faster the more people there are to hear it. It's funny that way.
Reagan?
Maybe, yeah.
Do you
He
know
was
anything
released as
about
the Therma
Reagan's
case?
murder?
You ask too many questions.
It's our
Sapphire,
job.
yeah. No, I don't think there's anything else we can ask her right now.
Very well. I guess we're looking for Carlotta now then, huh?
I'll be back.
That's what they all say.
Aww.
Oh, we can also go to Saturnalia.
Oh, yeah, we got a casino.
Yee. Let's check that out. Let's do some gambling.
Saturnalia was almost legendary. The upmarket casino was situated on the King's Way. It was frequented by the rich members of Ankh's high society and hopeful social climbers from Morpork. It was a temple to pride, greed, and avarice.
Pride.
And like any temple, anyone with money was welcome.
You see all this magic sparkles around the sign? Because it's not neon, it's magic.
Yeah. It's magic.
It's so cute. We could click on the Ankh in like every fucking part of the city.
Right.
Can we go fishing here?
I'd already had to dive onto the Ankh once.
Come on, you know
river
you
Ankh.
wanna. Fine. Coward. Not wanting to jump onto a horribly diseased nightmare river just because there's no
The
reason
last
to.
person I wanted to see was Death himself, waiting to take me to whatever hell awaits a failure like me. But after Death, Ilsa was a close second. My eyes were drawn to her the moment I entered the
Ilsa.
room, and I decided then and there that
And
I
presumably
wasn't
two
going to
conkers.
talk to her. The next thing I remember, I was talking to her.
Hello, Luton. Still mad at me?
As soon as I learn how to offer forgiveness, you'll be
conkers.
the first one to receive
I don't know
it.
where
This
the
is
top
my
of your head
companion.
is.
2 conkers.
Pleased
Hey,
to be
two
meeting you.
conkers.
You are Remora Salachi. Not the last time I checked.
This is Luton. He's an old friend of mine.
Why did he think I was Remora Salachi?
We're supposed to be meeting him here.
What do you want with an assassin like Remora?
What are you talking about?
I looked around to see Remora drawing a weapon. Assassins are damn good at what they do, but they're not allowed to kill innocent bystanders. I didn't know if it was bravery or stupidity, but I decided to stand between Remora and his target. Interrupting an assassin while he was working was a risky business. So I decided to ambush Remora with the old only answer questions with questions routine.
Questions.
Why did you
with
try to kill that
questions.
woman?
Why does any assassin try to kill someone?
Who put a
Neil
contract out
again.
on Ilsa?
Don't you know better than to interfere in official guild business?
Why would anyone want to kill Ilsa?
Do you expect me to discuss a confidential case with you?
What do you want from me, Remora?
A swift death and a cheap funeral.
Ha! You lose! That wasn't a question, that was a statement. You're getting sloppy.
You're lucky we're only allowed to kill for money, because I'd take you out for free.
I love the
Luton.
concept of the Assassin's Guild.
It's
and
good,
the Thieves
right?
Guild and
I'd
everything.
managed to
All of them,
embarrass
they're so
Remora
good.
in front of a
Yes,
crowd
excellent.
of social notables, and that was bad news. It was bad enough
hi,
that I had
Carlotta.
the watch breathing down my neck without the Assassin's Guild baying for my blood. Fortunately, there was nothing they could do to me unless someone paid for a contract on me. Actually, that wasn't strictly true. They could tie me up and torture me for days if they wanted to, just as long
That's
as I
fine.
didn't die. It wasn't a comforting thought.
Who was the woman?
Carlotta, what are you doing here?
I like to take risks. Isn't that what life is for?
I've taken enough risks to last a
You
lifetime.
get to give her the bad
You
news
didn't
at the
answer my
casino.
question, you know. Who was the woman?
Ilsa, why do you want to know? Jealous? Afraid you might have a rival?
All
Luton.
women are rivals, Luton.
She's not important.
Carlotta.
I see. If you decide to be honest with me, I'll be around.
It was the most unsettled I'd seen Carlotta get. I guess there was a heart in that cold chest after all.
Isn't the Assassin's Guild sister school the Clowns Guild, or is the Clowns Guild sister the Thieves Guild?
I'm
think
not sure.
it's Assassin, but it's been a long time since I've read whichever book that is. Hey, Carlotta.
The woman's name is Ilsa. She and I used to be close. It's over.
Why are you telling me this?
You
I
asked.
thought you might want to know.
How is the case going?
Badly. Mundy's dead.
Dead?
Yeah, dead. Murdered. And not a pretty sight. I'm sorry.
Don't be. I'll survive. You could have chosen a nicer way to tell me.
I thought
Not
you might
Leighton. He
appreciate me
has
getting
no
straight
sense
to
of
the
tact.
point. Do you want me to stay on the case?
Is there still a case?
I thought perhaps you might like to know who killed Mundy and why.
Yes, I owe him that. You can continue with the case, Luton.
Nice.
Thanks.
Just as well, because
Pay
we're gonna.
me.
Pay
Do you
me
wanna
now.
know what happened with Mundy?
That's what I'm paying you for, isn't
Well,
it?
actually,
Is
on
it?
that topic.
I'm starting to wonder.
Don't you like me, Luton?
What's not to like? You're a woman like any other.
Do you look down on all women, or just the ones you know?
I have plenty of distaste to go around.
Ah, you're Hideo Kojima.
The person who killed Mundy hung him upside down and poked his eyes out. Can you think of any reason they might have done that?
What? No. Why should I?
Well, you knew Mundy. I didn't. I thought you might have an insight on it that I didn't.
Sure, let's go for it.
Did you kill Mundy?
What? What do you think I am, Luton?
It's got nothing to do with what I think of you, Carlotta.
Oh,
but
gender.
the Watch are investigating, and if they find out about your connection with Mundy, you're bound to be a suspect.
So why are you asking me if I did it?
Let's just call it professional curiosity.
If I had done it, would you turn me in?
That depends
On what?
on why you did it.
You don't strike me as a moralist, Luton.
I'm a simple man, Carlotta. I have simple ideas of what's right and what's wrong. The trouble is, things are seldom that simple. It's always somewhere in the middle ground. I try not
This
to jump to
damn moral
conclusions.
ambiguity.
In my line of work, that can get you killed.
That must be a tremendous incentive to think everything through.
I do my best. You still haven't answered my question.
I didn't kill him, Luton, if that's what you really want to know.
Do you have an alibi? I told her when the murder took place and asked her if she had an alibi. I wasn't surprised when she did. Frankly, I reckon I could have said any day and any time.
Are you saying this out
and
loud?
she'd have had an alibi. She was that kind of woman.
There are witnesses who can corroborate where I was.
And
Sorry?
where were you?
I was in the Temple of Small Gods.
Oh.
Spend a lot of time on your knees, do you, sister?
We all need a
Luton.
little absolution.
Luton.
For your sins?
Fuck it out.
Everything I do is a sin in someone's eyes.
That was a very weird conversation.
It was.
What about the coin, maybe?
Does this coin mean anything to you?
Nothing
It
springs
wouldn't
to
be.
mind.
It
was
wouldn't be a
Mondays.
noir
It still
without
doesn't
good
mean
old-fashioned
anything to me.
misogyny.
I mean, yeah, exactly. Can't be a private investigator in a noir film if
Although
you're
he
not also a
hasn't talked
raging
about-
bigot.
he hasn't commented on her gams or her legs going all the way up or whatever they usually do.
Oh, there's still time. We're only in Act 2. There's plenty of opportunities. He's not called her a broad or a dame yet, I don't think.
I need a wee wee. Am I
Whoa.
allowed to go for a wee wee?
You are allowed to go for a wee wee.
Exciting.
I also need to go
Oh,
for a wee wee, so let's just both do that, I guess.
Okay, I'll be like back in like a minute.
Yeah. See you soon. We'll have a race.
Yeah.
That just got very odd seeing a 2 VTuber model just dead like that. Perrin has just shared a secret and is stuck on a freeze frame. Welcome back.
Hello.
Hi.
Did you pee in your seat?
No. What? No.
I don't feel like you left.
I did. And I left after you and came back before you, I guess. I'm a fast beer.
What the hell? I thought I peed fast.
I don't know what to tell you, bud. We've dedicated all too much time to this stream talking about piss.
I'm gonna win next time. Anyway, who can we talk to at the casino?
Let's find out, shall we?
I've got things to do. I'll see you around, Carlotta.
He got outpeed, accept it. We can talk to Will, I guess.
What's the game?
A
Truncheon.
wizard!
Interested, stranger?
The
A
name's
wizard.
Luton. What are the stakes?
Minimum stake is $1 a hand. House limit is 10,000 per hand.
I'm in. Here's my dollar.
Hey, big spender.
World told me how to play the game. Something to do with the major arcana and the private arcana. The major arcana had strange names like the Fool, the Pyrophant, and the unbelievable expense of a slice of cheese.
That's mine.
Essentially, it seems I just had to stay under 21 and get as high as I could. It all seems pretty whimsical to me.
It's a whimsical world.
What happens in a tie?
It's a
I
whimsical
win.
word.
That doesn't seem fair.
I'll note that down in the complaints book, shall I? Player thinks the odds might be stacked in favour of the house.
I didn't really know what I was doing, but I expected to lose my dollar anyway, so I didn't worry about it. But someone else at the table seemed pretty worked up about what I was doing.
That isn't the way to play it.
Why not?
Because it isn't the way to win.
Is there a way to win?
Well, there's a way to lose more slowly.
What's it to you?
I've
That's just
seen
very
enough
Neil from The
losing.
Young Ones.
I don't want to see any more.
I only bet $1.
No, it's the principle of the thing.
What do you think?
I'm just a croupier. I'm not paid to think.
I lost my
Paid to
dollar.
croup.
But I reckon I got value for money. And hey, the cards were pretty.
Well, that was a whole lot of flavor. Thank you very much, game.
Do you own
I
this
believe I
place?
got outpaid.
Saturnalia? No, you gotta be kidding.
Who
We'll
owns
do a
it?
best of
I don't
3 over
really
the
know.
rest of the streams.
Probably
How's
a whole
that?
group of people. For all I know, no one owns it, and it just keeps ticking over all
No
on its
one
own.
owns it.
Is that likely?
Frankly, I don't really care. As long as I get paid, it's all the same to me.
Don't you have an inquisitive mind?
No, I find people with inquisitive minds don't live too long.
Best of P. Do you reckon this guy... Oh, you can probably tell us about Sapphire, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
Can we talk, or do I have to play that stupid game again?
Business is slow, we can talk.
There's a customer right there.
Yeah, but to be fair, the customer does seem to just be standing and staring at the table, lost in thought.
Do you know a troll named Sapphire?
Oh, I'm just a simple croupier. I wouldn't know anything important. And if I did, I certainly wouldn't give it away for nothing.
I guess you don't like to give away anything for free.
When you've worked in a
It's just a
casino
gambling
as long as I
backseat to
have,
it is,
you
right?
learn you don't get anything for
You're
nothing.
gambling wrong. You should be doing it like this.
I was told that I'd find a certain troll's body in the Salachi Mausoleum.
This is a very odd
Only
thing
when
to
I
speak
got
like the
there,
third thing we
it
say
wasn't
to
the
this
right
guy.
body. You wouldn't know
Yeah.
anything about that, would you?
You went rooting around in a
Yeah,
Salaci family
Luton.
mausoleum. Hey, leave me out of this, Luton.
I'm just saying,
Can
bud.
we can we flash our tooth?
Ooh.
He can't handle the tooth. I'm so sorry.
I wasn't about to flash the stolen tooth
To be
around.
fair, if you didn't want anything to do with
Someone might
Salachi
tell
thing,
Lord
you probably wouldn't
Salaci,
want the
but
tooth,
next
eh?
thing I knew, I'd have a blade in my back and a receipt from the Assassin's Guild on my... I had a-
Coin!
Coin!
No.
No. Guy that we know is dead?
Do you recognize the dwarf in this iconograph?
Maybe. My memory just isn't as good as it could be.
What if we show him our
Do you know what this
purse?
is?
He looks like a purse.
I think I have something of yours in it.
Ooh.
Ooh. It's my
Really?
fist.
Oh, yes, so you do. And what do you know? My memory is suddenly much improved.
Oh,
I
Wow.
thought it might be.
Astonishing.
Do you recognize the
really
dwarf
hope he
in
says
this
no now.
iconograph?
Sure, that's right.
You
Aww.
know him?
He's a regular here at Saturnalia. He doesn't gamble much, but when he does, he wins. The rest of the time, he hangs around in the crowd.
Who does he talk to?
Hey, I don't spy on the customers.
Why not?
I have to keep my eyes on the tables.
When did you last see him?
It's been days, I think.
Anything else you can remember about him?
Yeah, he has a safety deposit box.
A deposit box.
A lot of valuables change hands here. Some people like to have somewhere safe to keep them.
But you say Reagan didn't gamble much.
But I don't know why he has a box, I just know that he has one.
Luke,
All
what
right.
was that about? Are we winning? We're
Give him more money.
getting somewhere, I guess. By the way, do you want to start Twin Peaks at 10 or half 10?
Entirely up to you. I'm completely fine with either.
Well, it seems we're at an impasse. Let's see how we're feeling at 10 then.
Okay.
Oh, we can say new things to Will.
Do you own this place?
Saturnalia? No, you gotta be
Why would
kidding.
that be
Who
the
owns
first thing you
I
ask?
don't really know. Probably a whole group of people. For all I know, no one owns it, and it just keeps ticking over all on its own.
Is that
Who
likely?
pays you?
Frankly, I don't really care.
Follow the money.
As long as I get paid, it's
To be
all
fair,
the
we
same
pay
to
him.
me.
Don't you have an inquisitive mind?
No, I
Oh,
find.
we already had that entire conversation. I completely just blanked on the whole thing.
I was
No.
told
Money?
I wanted to click on the money one, not the lied one.
you know a troll named Sapphire, don't you?
There we go.
There we go.
Yeah, I know Sapphire. She's a good customer. Always plays with cash. Never wins anything. Some trolls aren't born lucky, I guess.
She never wins?
She wins a little, but she always loses it again. She can't hold on to money.
Sapphire.
Few people
Sapphire.
can in this place.
I do love
By the time
Sapphire.
she walks out the doors, she's always a loser.
Is there any chance she could have won
breaking my
big
heart.
and you
Baby.
wouldn't know about it?
If she won it here, I'd know about it.
Sapphire never wins.
All right. Well, I reckon let's go talk to Sapphire then, yeah?
Yeah.
Time to excuse myself from the table,
We
I
get to
think.
bring up Sapphire lied again.
Lied? Or do we want to talk to Warb?
Let's talk to Warb
Gotta
while
talk
we're
to
here.
Warb.
You seem to
Well
get
and
worked up
warped.
over my gambling.
I'm not as easygoing as I used to be.
You're a wizard?
Wow, you're sharp.
Sharp as
what
a
tipped you
pancake.
off? The gown? The arcane symbols?
Look,
It
I
means
just thought you
something
might want
really
to
heavy.
talk. You tried to
It
help me at the
means
table, and I thought
there's
I'd make
no
amends for
more
being
telling.
so rude to you. Sorry I tried.
No, wait. I'm like, sorry, friend. It's just, I'm on the edge.
The
On
name's Luton.
edge.
I'm sorry. We haven't been properly introduced. My name is Warb. B-L-L.
B-L-L?
Well, Bachelor of Eldritch Lace Making.
Eldritch lace making?
Don't ask.
But I'm desperate to know.
You a
Me
regular
too.
in here, then?
I guess so. I'm not very lucky.
I thought all wizards were lucky.
Whatever gave you that impression? Do you know how many bizarre and unpleasant ways there are for a wizard to die inside the walls of Unseen University alone? One false invocation as you're summoning a demon, and bang! You're lunch for some pit fiend with more tentacles than legs and fewer arms than heads. Or spend too long in the wrong area of the library and poof, you disappear. All that you leave behind is a statistic.
Don't you like being a wizard? It always seemed like a glamorous profession to me.
There's nothing glamorous about wizardry. Well, except for glamours.
Glamorous?
It's an elvish thing.
Well, thank you very much.
Oh, no way. Boo! Banned, Luton! Banned!
You can't just do that.
Banned!
Thank you very much. Fuck's sake.
If you're so unlucky, why do you come here?
I haven't lived a lucky life, but, well, I don't know. I guess I feel that in here, I at least have a chance.
But the odds are always stacked against you. The house always has the advantage.
Let me tell you something, Luton. The house always has the advantage. Here, out there, it doesn't make any difference. At least in here, you know who the house is.
That's
Whoa.
a pretty stark outlook.
It's deep
Ever
now.
made a decision that affected your whole
Mind
life?
blown.
Ever done something that throws everything into question?
Oh God.
No, I don't feel in
glad
that
I'm
much
sitting
control
down.
of my life.
None of us are.
Gonna have to take a moment to think about this one.
So you work up at Unseen University,
I was trained there. Once I got my degree, I moved on.
but you're still a wizard. I thought all you guys were under the jurisdiction of the university.
Yeah, I work for Unseen Securities now.
Unseen Securities?
Yeah, we make magical security systems. Very exclusive.
Are they expensive?
Oh yeah, hardly anyone can afford our services.
Well, that was information that we didn't write anything down about.
Okay.
Can we think of anything in particular to
spoke
ask
him
him?
about anything in the notebook? We could ask him about Sapphire.
Yeah, worth a go.
See if he
Do you know a
knows.
troll called Sapphire?
I've seen her around, but I don't really know her.
Seen her here?
Oh yeah, yeah. She's sometimes here. She never looks very happy though.
Is your bad luck common knowledge?
Well, pretty much everyone knows I've got a losing streak.
Anyone else famous for their losing streak?
Well, the Sapphire. She's not very lucky. Other than that, no one springs to mind.
Wow. I think that's the only thing I can think of that's at
Yeah.
all relevant to this man, though.
I guess we go confront Sapphire.
Let's go
again.
talk
I
to
feel
Maybe
like
I'll
we
see
should
you
just
later.
leave her the fuck alone. She's got her own problems.
Right. Although if
Leave
we
Sapphire alone.
we did promise to investigate Therma, and if she's hiding something,
Well,
needs
then
to,
fine.
needs to know. Oh,
Ooh,
safety deposit box.
1D box.
Monday
Was
box.
it? No, sorry, Reagan box. We don't know what one it would be.
No, I don't think we have any.
Oh, wait. That would be the code.
But the numbers
Maybe?
don't seem to go that high, and they don't seem to have letters on them. But we'll give it a
Let's
go.
say.
It's like 3712 or something. Nearly there. Nearly there. No.
I wrote that
Oh,
Not
God.
S&P Conkers. 3712V.
37.
what I needed was a way to break into the boxes.
Okay.
Yeah, I think.
Can we... Is that a window you can talk to? No. No one's there.
No, doesn't seem so.
Okay, then.
I think we'll have to wait until we see a small number.
Yeah.
Which maybe Sapphire would know about. I don't know that we've seen any evidence. Oh, we can go to the Temple of Small Gods now as well.
Ooh, cool.
Let's check in
Should
with Sapphire
we-
first, though. I think
Yeah, do that first.
before we forget.
Yeah.
I've got some more questions for you, Sapphire.
Questions.
Questions.
Sapphire busy. Leave her alone.
I wonder if Rob Brydon still says questions. Sapphire, you lost a lot of money.
lied?
You lied again? But you pinky promised not to lie to me again.
So, you...
No, fine. I guess we have to specifically
Oh,
say a losing streak. Fine, makes
I
sense,
know
I
about
guess.
your problems.
Problems?
The debts. The huge losses. You're struggling just to keep your head above water. I bet you've had to make all kinds of nasty compromises just to keep yourself going.
What you talking about? Who been saying such things about me?
Does it matter?
It mattered to Sapphire.
All right. I heard it from Whirl. And he should know.
Whirl. He don't know everything goes on at Saturnalia.
Did we get something else to talk about then?
Maybe.
So, how have things been?
We've already been through this. I
Slow.
think.
But you've kept...
Yeah. No, doesn't look like it.
What about... Ooh, does Will come up in the notebook or anything?
I don't think so.
Or can we ask about the losing streak again?
I know about your problem.
Oh, no.
Yeah, seems to be the same.
Your...
Okay.
Does it? All right. And he...
He doesn't know everything. Okay. We gotta go back and be like, Sapphire said you were talking shit.
Just going back. So
back.
Sapphire said that you lied.
That's what they all say.
Okay. Shall we try Saturnalia again, or shall we go to the temple?
Temple.
Temple.
Or we could confront him about Sapphire first and then Temple. Although you did just click it.
I did just click it. I do get the feeling it would just have us go through the same conversation we've had, though. I think we need to find someone who's known for only being able to tell the truth, or whatever.
They made a temple of small gods in 3D. That's really cute.
Yeah. And I believe I remember at least one character in this area.
Ankh-Morpork's unique concession to all the thousands, perhaps millions, of small gods that the Discworld was home to. Most of the gods were so small they never got worshipped. The spirits of lonely trees, or the places where two ant trails crossed, and they stayed that way because they lacked belief. Give a god belief, one follower or 10 or 10,000, and it grows up from the void into whatever fanciful deity its followers devise. Everyone knows that people need gods to blame for everything that is wrong, or praise for everything that is right. But they forget that every god needs people, too. Inside the temple, a bazaar of fanatics, lunatics, and cultists of all descriptions were trying to sell their faith to prospective followers. 2 salvations for the price of 1. Extra indulgences if you get a friend to join. That sort of thing.
Sign me the fuck
lost
up. I
and
love
lonely
extra
came here
indulgences.
seeking direction. I found it hard to picture Carlotta amongst their number.
Don't be so quick to judge, Luton.
Yeah. I'm sorry, but I would be at the Temple of Small Gods, like, every other day. Imagine how funny it would be.
Well, for example, let's go and talk to Malaclips, shall we?
Yeah.
Who do you worship, then?
Why do you want to know? Who sent you? What do you want?
My name's
What
Nate.
do you want?
I'm a private investigator.
You've been sent by the elucidating brethren of the Ebon Knight to silence me, haven't you? Their plots are so
Got it in one, buddy.
transparent. It won't work. I have protection.
There isn't an elucidated brethren of the Ebon Knight anymore. They were forcibly disbanded.
Disbanded?
By a dragon, as it happens.
That's what they want you to think. That was all faked, so that they could eliminate all their traitors and go underground.
Ah, conspiracy theory.
Even as we speak, they are plotting to control the patrician by putting mind-altering drugs in the palace's water supply.
Then it's true. I'd heard that you were the only other person who really knew what was going on.
What do you want?
I just want to learn from you. Only you can teach me what is really going on in Ankh-Morpork.
You don't fool me.
I don't?
You just want to steal all my knowledge and then use it to further your plans of glory.
Yeah.
Read us like a book.
But I know that you know that, and you know that I know that. Which means we're at a stalemate. And since you know more than me, you have the advantage in a stalemate, which means that ultimately you'll beat me.
Yes! Yes!
Didn't like that line read.
I see. You plan to try and use
You got lost halfway through, I feel.
Tried to
Invented at
use
least 7
Malaclips,
vowel sounds.
And I have beaten them all.
No, I can't hide anything from you, can I?
Very well. I will let you, for as long as it serves my purposes to do so. What did you wish to know?
Which deity do you serve?
That's a big question. Which deity do you serve?
I don't serve any deity.
Then I don't serve any deity either.
I'll tell you mine if you tell me yours.
Right. You first.
I serve...
You didn't finish.
I am forbidden by an oath of loyalty never to speak aloud the name of the person of
the ancient mystic order of... Yes, I know all about you. I know every conspiracy turnwise of the Wormberg, and all but one conspiracy hubwards of the Great Net.
So you know there's one conspiracy you don't know.
I am the proud servitor of Errata, the goddess of misunderstandings,
Errata.
the mistress of mayhem, the countess of confusion, and the duchess of discord.
You know, sometimes I think I'm her servitor, too.
You get a free gold-plated apple if you join this week.
Why?
Tell me about the goddess Errata.
There is no goddess greater than Errata. Have you not looked at the world and seen all the confusion and misunderstanding? Well,
Why? Yes.
Who do you think put it there?
Keep talking.
It didn't happen by chance. Nothing ever happens by chance.
So, every misunderstanding that has ever happened, Errata was behind them all.
Yes. She has started wars, and she has ended wars. Millions have died for the glory of Errata.
And presumably most of them believe they were dying for something else.
Oh, yes. The goddess is shrewd in her ways.
She must be very powerful.
There is no goddess more powerful than Errata.
Then why doesn't she just make everyone into her follower?
Let me tell you something, Luton. Everyone is a follower of Errata. They just don't know it.
How come you know that you're a follower of Errata?
I only think I'm a follower of Errata. I might be a follower of someone else, and I wouldn't even know it.
This
Errata thinks of everything, doesn't she?
I skipped the fuck past all of this guy's dialogue when I first played this, I swear.
Can't imagine why.
You said you knew all but one conspiracy, Hubwards of the Great Neth. What's the one conspiracy you don't know?
If I knew that, I would know all the conspiracies, wouldn't I?
You don't know anything about that one conspiracy?
Nothing.
Then how do you know that there is another conspiracy?
Because when I put all the other conspiracies together, I can see the pieces missing.
In other words, you can tell there's a conspiracy because you can't see it.
Everything casts a shadow, Luton. At least of some kind.
What if the missing pieces are a ruse by one of the conspiracies you
Rodan
do know
2.0.
about
At
to
least
try
he
and
doesn't have
distract
the
you from
machine
paying attention to
between
what
all of
they're
his
doing?
lines.
No, that's too far-fetched.
So is there a formal church of Errata?
I am the formal church of Errata. I hold her sacred emblem.
And what would that be?
The scarlet totem that I wear around my neck.
And how do you go about joining the church?
I want it.
I told you.
Why?
Everyone
I'm sure I'll
is
find a
part
reason.
Of the church of Errata.
Lost
They
my
just
rope.
don't know it.
They just don't know it.
Can we ask him about Carlotta, maybe?
Let's ask him about Carlotta, maybe.
That's who we heard
About this place.
from,
Yeah.
about the temple, right?
That was her alibi for Monday's
okay.
murder, I believe.
Do you know a woman by the name of Carlotta von Uberwald? Have you seen her around the temple?
Oh, yes. I know her. She's part of one of the darkest conspiracies. And they're plotting to take over the world by stealing the lost treasures of Errata and turning them towards a dark purpose. Don't trust her, Luton. Trust no one.
You know about Mundy's murder?
Of course.
Was she here when he was killed?
Yes. Yes, she was.
Well,
Hooray!
this seems like a reliable person to provide an alibi.
I believe him.
Yeah, for sure.
What about... I don't know, we haven't heard anything about Alkali in a while, have we?
No. Give it a go.
Do you know Al Kali?
The dwarf? Yes, he's
Ah,
an associate
nice.
of Horst's. A minor player in the greater scheme of things, but dangerous nonetheless.
Of whose?
Do you know a woman named
Horst.
Ilsa and a
I
man
don't think you've
named
met Horst
Two
yet.
Conkers?
No.
No? I thought you knew everything.
Not everyone is important in the grand scheme.
Well, Alkali is. Okay. Fine.
Apparently.
Do you know anything about Reagan's murder?
Reagan was secretly a member of the dwarfish Tongs. He was rubbed out in a gangland skirmish between the Shin Kicker Triad and the Neck Cleaver Elite.
Sure. Let's go with
What
that.
about hung upside down and murdered?
Why was Mundy hung upside down when he was murdered? And why were his eyes poked out?
His body was offered up as a sacrifice to the creatures of the
I mean,
dungeon
we're getting a lot of
dimensions,
information.
defeated
I don't think we're getting
spirits
any answers.
From beyond time and space. Except Errata caused them to get their rituals confused. Otherwise, the city would be crawling with Hellspawn right now.
Thank you, Errata.
Tell me about the counterweight killings.
Rumor has it that the
This
Sun
guy knows a
Emperor's
lot.
private
He does.
It's a shame that his
assassin
voice
is
is so
here
annoying.
in Ankh-Morpork.
Also a shame that all of the
Silencing
information
those
is
who found out
nonsense.
about the conspiracy to keep the Agatean Empire out of the secret trade talks at Ecclepon, thus ensuring that the counterweight continent's stature in the world economy is weakened.
Hold
he
on,
recognize
slow
the
down
coin?
a minute. Who's the Sun Emperor?
Possibly.
The
Let's give it a go.
ruler of the Agatean Empire, of course.
The Agatean Empire? That's on the counterweight continent, is it?
Is that where Two Conkers is from?
Not so
think
loud.
so.
Don't you know about the patrician's conspiracy to deny the existence of the
When?
counterweight continent to the populace? He could have us killed just for talking about it.
But everyone knows that the counterweight continent is real. We had a tourist from there a couple of years ago.
Privately,
fire to
everyone
everything.
knows,
Well,
yes. But
he didn't.
publicly, it's
But everything
still
did get
just a
set on fire.
legend, And the patrician makes sure it stays that way.
So what you're telling me is that an assassin from a nation that publicly doesn't exist is here killing off certain influential figures.
Exactly.
And all this has to do with a trade meeting at Ecclepon.
Apparently, there may be more to it than that.
Why Ecclepon? That's hundreds of leagues away.
Yes, but Ecclepon is the nearest port to the Agatean Empire. And agents of the Ochre Revolution from the counterweight continent are going to be at the meeting.
I see.
All of that
Eh.
for nothing.
He knows a lot about the counterweight continent.
Well,
And the coin looks like foreign currency.
he can say
Do
a
you know
lot
what
of
this
things.
It's a Hersheben Groat.
What's a Hersheben Groat worth?
Nothing. Unless you want to hire a member of the Hashishim, the first assassins.
The Hashishim?
The original assassins.
We're
A
back
band of
to the
mad
Knights
killers
Templar.
who are feared
It all
throughout
connects.
Hotwood
This is the
Clan. They
conspiracy.
derived their name from the huge quantities of hashish they consumed. They
Smoke
are
weed every
unique among
day.
killers in
Smoke
being
weed
both
and kill
deadly
people every day.
and at the same time inclined to giggle and wear beads. The ones with the flared trousers
I
are
don't
the
wear
most deadly of
beads.
all.
And you'd pay one with a Hersheben Groat.
No.
But you
if
giggle
you
and murder
give it to
people.
one, he'll stare at it for hours and leave you alone.
I don't remember the question.
Damn, you're too quick for me. Okay, I think we've learned nothing useful from him though, unfortunately.
Oh, really?
I don't.
But he talked for so
He
long.
talked for forever, but also we wrote nothing down.
Oh, piss. Okay,
What does 3712V mean to you?
It's the combination to the
What?
phantasmal
He's
vault
lying.
of
Yeah, he's been lying about all.
Even the loveliest
That's the whole character for
Rebecca
him.
knows that.
He's just saying nonsense to every
what
single thing
about
we press him on.
Azil? Azil.
Let's give it a go.
Does the word Azil mean anything to you?
Azil? Yes. He was an Ascari in the Great Neff a couple of centuries ago, involved in the Great Light Dam conspiracy, which culminated in the theft of 12 barrels of light from the sacred distilleries of E, the Lost City.
This guy is just one big bag full of red herrings.
Yeah, right? Can't trust a damn word he says.
The fucking bag of fish.
Um,
Get out of here. Can we
I'll
look
have to
around the
go.
temple more?
The truth
Let's find out.
is out there.
Trust
truth is
no
out there.
one.
Keep watching the skis. It means guys. Found the exposition. Oh, we found an exposition man. I don't know
Yeah.
that we can trust any of what he says.
I enjoyed it though.
I had fun.
It's nice flavor.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm
the
not
voice is
sad that
really
he's
annoying,
included,
but, you know.
but also.
Ooh, statues.
Most of the statues were a mystery to me, but I recognized the odd face. There was Zephyrus, the god of slight breezes. And Lamentatio, the goddess of interminable opera. I thought I could see FedEx, messenger of the gods, in one corner.
Get out of here. Oh. I wish you didn't have to walk over to everything to be able to
Religious
examine
emblems were scattered throughout the place. The sacred lace of Hyperopia, the goddess of shoes. The holy trolley of Mr. Safeway. The blessed chamber pot of the whinging martyrs of Constipata.
Safeway's not even a
Anything
thing
could become a
anymore.
sacred relic if you weren't careful enough.
it.
Is someone squatting over there? Yeah, that guy. Popping a squat.
Where?
No, that guy.
Oh.
He bent down when he was small. In the.
I think
That sounds
there he
very
goes.
strange.
There he is.
There he is. Yeah.
Loves a squat. Does moon calf.
You with the hat.
Is
Have
that
you
a
accepted
pizza?
Anu Anu into your heart?
It
The
definitely
name
looks like
isn't
it.
you with the hat, it's Luton. And no, I haven't accepted Anu Anu into my heart. Why should I?
For it is written in the book of Kelpie, he who has not the spirit of Anu Anu in his heart shall have his
That's
heart
very
eaten by the
Rob
divine
Brydon.
No,
one
he's
on the day of
extremely Rob
judgment.
Brydon, yes.
I'll take that chance.
Or you may mock infidel, but the day of judgment is coming, mark my words. The signs are clear, the omens are unquestionable, the stars are right and the auguries are undeniable.
What about the auspices?
The auspices are fair to light with a small chance of judgment day later in the eon.
I think you're taking the auspice.
Delightful.
So, here I am, a fresh punter. Why should I choose your religion over anyone else's?
Because Anu Anu is the true god of gods, more mighty and strong than all the others put together.
About half the gods in this temple alone claim to be the true god of gods.
But Anu Anu reveals himself through his divine miracles.
Such as?
Ever looked at your thumb? Ever really thought about it? Ever
Oh, don't
considered
start
what you
with
couldn't
that
do
shit.
if you didn't have a thumb?
No!
Anu Anu is the god of thumbs?
No.
But Anu Anu bites away the thumbs of the non-believer.
I'm not convinced. Anything else?
Join the cult of Anu Anu now to receive a free faux pearl statuette of the great god Anu Anu. A $90 value, absolutely free.
I
Be the
mean,
envy of your friends as they roast
tempting.
in the fires of Sogorop.
Thanks, but I'll pass. So what is Anu Anu the god of?
Anu Anu is above being bound to one single concept or idea. He is power incarnate.
Come on, level with me. What is he the god of?
It's not to be discussed with non-believers.
So this is less of a religion and more of a lucky dip.
Oh, I feel sorry for you on Judgment Day.
Don't pass on the free statuette. Bad adventure game protagonist, right? And you never know when you're going
Right?
to need to use that to defraud a tourist in Syria.
Yeah, grease it up good with fucking sewer grease paint.
Exactly.
You keep mentioning Judgment Day. What do you mean?
Mark my words, it's coming. Darkness and evil shall descend on this city, and fetid corruption shall consume the very souls of the unbelievers. Only the followers of Anu Anu shall be saved.
Darkness and evil? How exactly are we going to tell Judgment Day from any other day in Ankh-Morpork?
By the time you realize what's going on, it shall be too late.
It generally is.
It's true.
I'm not the sharpest bulb in the box. Do we really have anything to ask him about? Maybe the coin?
Maybe.
I had a
No.
feel...
Okay.
Or Carlotta.
Do you know anything about
Oh,
the
yeah,
murder
that's
of the
right, Carlotta.
dwarf in this iconograph?
I do not.
Well, at least he was quick to respond about that.
Yeah. Imagine having a conversation with someone, and instead of you asking them a conversation and them just being like, I don't know, they just make something up for 3 minutes.
That's what I do all the time. What do you want about? It's called
Moon
yes
if
and
Carlotta
turn.
was in the temple when Mundy was murdered. Frankly, he didn't seem very sure. His face took on a vacant look, like someone trying to remember who won the boat race in the year of the asthmatic antelope.
Yes. Yes, I believe I saw her in the temple that night.
Does she come here often?
She is indeed a regular of the Temple of Small Gods. I myself have lectured her at great length on the virtues of the cult of Anu Anu.
Why does she come here?
Why does anyone come here, Luton? For answers. For absolution. Perhaps simply out of boredom. But mostly for something to give her life a meaning.
What makes you think life has a meaning?
20 million zealots can't all be wrong.
There are 20 million members of your cult?
Not of this cult, but every religion is testament to the quest for meaning, even if our cult is the only true religion.
Don't you feel like you're just servicing a group of selfish, self-obsessed, half-wit deities whose ability to survive without you is considerably less than your ability to survive without them?
Watch your tongue, Luton. Talk like an atheist and you can expect a lightning bolt to strike you where you least expect.
I'll
It's
take my
true.
chances.
The gods don't take kindly to atheists in the Discord.
Yeah.
Alkalimi.
What do you know
wanna
about a
ask him about
dwarf named
pizza.
Al-Khali?
My time belongs to the god Anu Anu, and I'd thank you not to
Okay.
waste it.
Okay, fine. I don't think he'd have anything else for us. Can you think of anything?
Not off the top of my head.
Well, I'll
examine
be
the
on my
pizza.
way.
I'll be here should you choose to repent. Did I tell you that we're giving away free tea towels to anyone who joins this week?
What about the statuette?
Behind Mooncalf was a beautiful stained glass window depicting Morphine, the angel of dreams, passing the recipe for the Discworld's first pizza to a mortal.
Why?
I mean, if anything is a divine moment, it's the invention of pizza. Let's be real.
Yeah.
All right. So I don't know what we're doing. I reckon if we want to do Twin Peaks this evening, maybe a good shout to end now.
Yeah, I mean, now's a good place to do it because
Yeah.
we've got to go and then talk to everyone again.
What was I going to
Next
do?
stream.
Go for a swim?
Maybe. But yeah, I reckon then, yeah. Good shout to end
Yeah.
now. The ads are
Cool.
going. Wow. They'll miss out on us saying bye. Thank you for joining me for this again, Perrin. This is always real good. I'm excited for next
It's
week
really
again.
fun. My cheeks are aching from smiling
It's-
at it. So
It's
that's
a good time.
sign.
Yeah, it's a workout. This stream, it's
Yeah.
real effort. Okay, let's see who's around that we might raid. As we listen to this bloopy
Little
cathedral theme.
glitchy music.
Let's raid. Let's raid Smilky, I think. Currently playing some Stardew Valley. Actually, hang on.
Excellent.
Let me make sure that they're not ending stream or anything.
I keep reading people who are about to finish.
It's happened a few times, eh?
Yeah.
They're just getting into bed. So that could mean anything.
Oh, hi!
Rob's about.
Oh, yeah, that's right, Rob.
Wow.
Let's send people to Rob. Because Rob never sleeps. Rob is just unstoppable. I will double check though, just in case. Okay. Doesn't seem to be stopping. Raid. It's classic Rob. Not any of that newfangled Rob. Also, Madden Astry, thank you very much for the follow. Yeah, go say hi to Rob. Go watch him play some World of Warcraft. Drake. Apparently. Whatever that means. Do you have a clue?
It's a drop.
Whoa.
If you watch Rob for 4 hours, you get a mount.
Oh, good. Like in real life? Or because, I mean...
No, only on WoW.
It's never in real life. I never get a real life Drake. Yeah, I'll be back. I don't know when, because I'm not around this weekend. So maybe Monday? Or I might stream some tomorrow to make up for the lack of Saturday. We'll find out. Also, please, if you aren't already following Perrin, somehow, if somehow you're in this community and you don't know Perrin, do go follow
You might
Perrin.
have come here searching Discworld.
I mean, at the very least, I think Mountain Astry might have. So, please do go check out Perrin. She is the absolute fucking best.
Thank you so much. No, you!
That's not cancelled the
thank you so
raid,
much for
has it?
No.
Okay, good.
No, it's still going. But yeah, thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here. And I'll see you again for more of this next week.
Sweet.
Right.
Bye.
I can't make the raid go through because it's saying join us in following Perrin. Help. Oh, it's going. Any second now.
It's going now. Right now.
Oh, there it is.
There we go.
They're gone. If anyone's still around, you get a secret little bonus where we share our deepest secrets. As long as I don't accidentally press the